there we go. All right. Let me post the tweet in the right proper places. See if we can trick people into joining this stupid thing I'm doing.
Is Cole like too high to join again, or?
He has not DM'd me at all. So, I mean, if he wants to, I'll let him on. But you know, I'm not waiting for him any longer.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Bozo, if you could retweet the stream, that'd be very nice.
That's what I'm doing, baby doll. Don't worry.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Of course, darling.
Well, there's Crumb. That's good. I think Joe Biden is elected president. Coronavirus doesn't. This is predictions for just video games. Unfortunately, nothing actually matters.
Also, Crow. You know he's not gonna run again in 2022, right?
That's.
You know, it takes a little bit. It takes time.
Hey, Jana.
Coronavirus is elected president.
Hey, Jane.
Hi, Jane. Hi, Jane.
Crumb's gonna meet Dasha by fucking staring at her outside the window.
That's the thing, Diabo. That's the thing with Crumb is we actually have the resources to get him to meet Dasha.
Oh no. Don't say that.
If he ever is able to get to New York, we have the resources to get them.
Oh no, I don't like that.
And we know how good Crumb. Unironically, we know how good Crumb is at just like getting girls.
That is
for no reason.
That is true. We told the we fucking told the Panda Express story on here.
Panda Express story. He literally almost got pussy when he went to the murder mystery party. The only reason why he didn't take it is because
COVID.
He didn't want to get COVID. Yeah, it was because of COVID. He was COVID scared.
So, hello. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, we got Andy's fucking like language arts teacher fucking presentation right now. 2020 predictions.
Hey. To be fair, this is the first thing I've ever used this program for. This is not PowerPoint. I'm using LibreOffice because I fuck paying for Office.
Microsoft.
Yeah, fuck that too. But also, like, I don't give a shit. I'm doing this in... The main reason I did a PowerPoint presentation was because, okay, so last year, around this time, I wrote down some predictions for 2021 in video games. And I'm like, and this year I was like, I'm going to write them down again. But it's like, wait, I can just stream them. I can just do a thing as a fun. So I invited Bozo and Lid on, and we're gonna. Someone else was supposed to come on, but they haven't responded yet. So
now when Andy's wrong, everyone will know, and everyone can make fun of him. Oh, absolutely!
This is going on YouTube. You will know when I am wrong. But I think this is about just hanging out, celebrating the end of the year and getting ready for the next one for me because I'm autistic about video games.
Exactly, we're celebrating Andy's autism.
And I think I did go over my 2021 predictions when I made them with Lid last year. So I'm glad I got you for this, Lid.
Glad
I am now the needle drop. That is correct. Anthony Fantano.
Did you really just say Anthony? Are you fucking serious?
What? You expect better?
Get the fucking stream going. That pissed me off. That gave me a sour fucking taste in my mouth.
I thought it was pretty good.
Okay. All right. Thank you for supporting me, Lid. I've got the angel and devil on my shoulder. Anyway, so we're gonna start off with my predictions for last year, and that starts with Sony.
Andy would fucking kill Sam Hyde. Don't even get that.
Yeah, I mean, he fucking deserves it. So, anyway,
I fucking hate this like teacher presentations.
Would you? I don't know. I just wanted something that was the easiest on the eyes, and this is the thing that I selected. All right, so first thing I predicted was that Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart would come out in July. They fucked me. It was June. They 1 month.
False.
You didn't believe in them that they could get it out that fast.
Well, they said launch window, which launch window means by March, so I knew they were wrong, but they weren't wrong enough is the thing.
No, fuck off, Blue Spruce. It's fuck off.
What did Blue Spruce say? Bozo is a hater because someone put effort into anything. I mean, I barely put effort into this. I'm gonna be real.
This is literally what I would make for like my fourth grade lesson. Oh,
absolutely.
But I love it. It's fantastic. This is awesome. I wouldn't have it any other way.
So PlayStation VR 2 will not launch this year, but Sony will reveal it. True, but only technically. They've only really mentioned that it exists. They have not actually like done a presentation or anything. They're just like, yeah, PSVR 2 is happening. So I guess we'll see this year. So in 2020, when they were showing off the PS5, Sony announced a bunch of new 3D platformers, and they hadn't done that in a while.
Whoa.
So I was thinking like, okay, they're not going to do one. They're gonna do DLC. Thank you for your sarcasm, Bozo.
No, I'm not being. I'm saying whoa to Crumb VR.
What? Oh, Crumb VR. Okay, yeah, that's pretty epic.
Could you imagine?
But the answer is no. We didn't get DLC for anything. Maybe next year. Okay.
No DLC.
So now for Microsoft predictions. So I predicted, because Microsoft is very bad about showing off CGI trailers and then not showing gameplay for years. And in 2020, there were a bunch of games that just got the vaguest CGI trailers. Just got, like, nothing. And I was like, we're not going to see anything for any of those games, are we? And the answer is, we did technically see Hellblade 2 gameplay at the Game Awards. I don't know if that was actually gameplay. That looks like CGI bullshit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I really like the setup of this. Of like, and the answer is, and then you put it on the screen, and then you go, "We did technically see Hellblade."
Yeah.
It's like being at a game show.
You should have Lynn and I do answers for these.
Okay. All right.
Honestly, you should.
So Lid. Did the Xbox Series X significantly underperform?
You see, this is okay. I just want to say, I'm the wrong person to ask about this. And the second is, are you talking in terms of sales or in terms of like technical
purely
performance?
sales.
Purely sales. I would say, considering the fact that the X and 5 are completely sold out, yes. The fact that you can buy a Series S at all kind of is underperforming in this market.
See, I technically disagree because it is performing at any level, but you're right. That is a good perspective. Like that's a valid take that I agree with. They took an L. That's true. Oh, we'll get to the Sonic slides. Don't you worry.
This is Andy we're talking about. Of course,
dude, you don't understand. Andy, you think like we're talking about how this one looks. Andy actually spent like over like $10,000 on a presentation. He got a VFX artist on the Sonic one. Don't worry. You're gonna have to wear like fucking IMAX glasses when that one comes.
Oh yeah. It's got secret footage, leaked footage for the Sonic movie 2 in it. Get excited.
Pog.
Okay, Bozo. All right, so I'm going to give him a little explanation. So, in the Game Awards 2020, Ark Survival Evolved 2 was announced in one of the most
Vin
bizarre.
Diesel.
Vin Diesel was a CGI trailer where Vin Diesel was the protagonist of Ark Survival Evolved 2. It was one of the weirdest things. I'm like, we're gonna see this game everywhere. Bozo, did we see it?
No.
Correct. It vanished. That game has not shown up at all, and I watch most of the press conferences. So it's fucking. We might never see that game again.
Yeah, Vin Diesel's not hit it too hard in the gaming sphere. They tried to make the Fast and the Furious game that fucking failed.
He's hitting very hard in the fighting with the Rock sphere. He's very good at that.
Oh, well, he tried to get the Rock. He tried to get him back. He tried to get that love back, that mojo going. It didn't go out well. The Rock declined.
By the way, this is a pro Vin Diesel podcast, especially over Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah. So can you guys believe it?
Goblord says,
The
I
guy
can't believe
who
that was
likes
a full
Sonic
game.
likes the kids' movies with the fast cars.
Hey, I also like Riddick, thank you very much.
Okay, that's actually true.
Yeah, Riddick's pretty cool. Alright.
Oh, fuck you.
Next...
Vin Diesel and Fortnite, probably.
So now for the Bethesda thing, I originally called this an Xbox because I remember when I was writing my 2021 predictions, I forgot at first that they bought Bethesda. I was like, oh wait, no, they're also Microsoft now too.
Yep.
Which that's a great world to live in. Okay, so Doom Eternal 2nd DLC will launch in April. Lid.
Wasn't it earlier than that?
Correct. It was March. They fucked me again by 1 month. This industry. This industry.
They got your ass.
They did.
They fucking ate your ass.
They did. Bozo.
Because everyone's crunching too hard.
So-
They're getting the shit out too fast.
Super early on, Disney announced, or they were doing a collaboration with Bethesda and Machine Games to make a new Indiana Jones title. Now, Machine Games, they've basically done Wolfenstein. And I was like, okay, they're going to finish the trilogy before they go on to do Indiana Jones. Bozo, did they announce the conclusion to the modern Wolfenstein trilogy this year?
Nope.
No, they fucking didn't. Wolfenstein might just be dead.
I think after the mess that was the new Colossus.
Here's the thing.
Colossus.
New Colossus had problems, but it was still kind of hanging on. There were people that did have like a passionate core of people who defend that game.
No, there were people who were passionate for it, and then Doom Eternal came out and washed it like a fucking.
And they released maybe one of the most confusing games of all time, Wolfenstein Youngblood, a live service game involving BJ Blazkowicz's twin daughters in 1980s France that also involves a 10-year time skip from the previous game? How did that game get past anyone? Who was at Microsoft was like, this should be the next Bethesda spinoff? And also the ending of that game teased an id Software multiverse? I don't know what the fuck that game was doing.
Okay, yeah, also I want to point out to Jada, well, you're right. Wolfenstein and Doom play completely differently, and you're completely right. What I mean by washing them is I don't mean that Doom did it better. What I'm saying is that when it comes to classic ID FPS games, Doom did way better. Doom Eternal was just more successful.
Bangers.
It's not just that they're both old id shooters, they're also both modern Bethesda shooters.
Yes.
Exactly. They're also the modern Bethesda ones, so I can imagine Bethesda being like, okay, Doom did really well. Wolfenstein Youngblood is like literally has mostly negative reviews on Steam, and like everyone fucking hates it. And the new Colossus was a 50-50 gamble.
That
so
said,
maybe you should just focus on Indiana Jones.
I will say I am at least excited for that Indiana Jones thing, because hey, killing Nazis to the John Williams theme. I don't think I could, as long as the shooting's fine. I don't think I could give that game less than like a 7.
Nazis to the John Williams theme. I'll have a bucket of popcorn and I have my shoes on. What's a better weekend?
Lynn. I make a mistake in inviting Bozo. Yeah.
I
got
think
my
it's pretty
dinosaur
entertaining
nuggies.
what's happening here.
I got my dinosaur nuggies next to me. I got a carton of apple juice. Let's game.
All right. Lid. Did Todd Howard come on stage at Microsoft and announce that Starfield is coming out holiday season 2022?
I mean, I don't remember if he came out on stage at
He
Microsoft to
came
do
on
it,
stage,
but
alright.
that seems to be the date that I'm
That
finding.
is correct. He came out on stage at the Microsoft E3 showcase. It's November 11th. Yeah, that's all. I mean, it's I was surprised they confidently did a date a year and a half out. I think there is a chance it gets delayed this year, but I'm not super confident one way or the other. I do have a prediction for Starfield in this, so we'll get into that in a second. But Bozo, did id Software announce a single player Quake reboot?
Oh fuck no.
They did not do that. Oh, there we
I
go.
don't think they're ever touching Quake after
No,
they got
there's
Quake
there's
Champions.
pretty heavy rumors that like
I think
they're
there's pretty
doing
rumors,
it.
but Quake Champions is making them so much money. They don't have to do shit.
I don't know. That's what it seems like. That like instead of doing a Doom 3, they're gonna do a Quake next based on. Like I'm pretty confident, but we'll save that for the actual.
I'd be interested.
Okay. Now for Square Enix.
Did you really call it Squeenix?
Yes.
Did you not have enough space for Square Enix?
Squeenix.
Yeah, it's Squeenix.
That's what everyone called them back in the day.
They did. I'm throwing it back to 2007.
Back when everyone was squeeing.
Oh, by the
Yeah,
way,
back when people would go.
I have a 2007
Yeah.
Final Fantasy prediction, Lid, that I think you're gonna get real excited about. Okay. Dragon Quest and Kingdom Hearts, Lid, did they get new ports for PC and Switch?
Well, kind of, but Switch is for some reason getting only cloud versions of Kingdom Hearts.
Of PS3 ports of PS2 games.
Yeah, you know what? They fucking deserve it. Kingdom Hearts sucks.
We only got the Kingdom Hearts ports. We didn't get any because they have Dragon Quest mobile ports, and it's like, well, can we get them? Can we get them on console, please? I'd like to play through the Dragon Quest on modern. Nope. Also, again, the Kingdom Hearts ports not great this year. Now,
God Lord, if they made a Gex collection,
we'll get to that.
That would be such fucking hype shit for me, Gex, dude. You don't fucking get it.
I'm glad Bozo gets it.
Fucking love that guy.
Okay. So Bozo. I remember, right when I was making this list, Cyberpunk had just come out a few weeks ago. So and that was the big talking thing. So I'm like, Square Enix is, and what I mean by too early was they would show a logo on a presentation, and we wouldn't see anything for 2 years minimum. That's what I meant by too early. Did they take advantage of that for Deus Ex?
No, they didn't do anything with Deus Ex.
Rip Deus Ex, it's dead.
Deus Ex is a burning fucking dumpster. They're never making another one.
I think Deus Ex is still technically more alive than Thief, but that's not saying much.
Okay, but the last Thief game, okay, well, actually that's funny because Thief, if you remember, the Thief reboot
was terrible.
But it was made to take advantage of Dishonored.
Oh yeah,
because Dishonored just come out, and so they're like, okay, let's revive Thief, and then it failed because everyone was like, wow, Dishonored's a better Thief game than the Thief game. And so they're like, fine, let's never make another one. Deus Ex, they like kind of tried, and it it blew up in their face so fucking hard that like there's a chance they might make a new Thief game, especially because there's not ever going to be another Dishonored game. It's pretty wrapped up with Dishonored 2. There really isn't any other kind of like Thief-esque game that's out right now. So I can see them wanting to take the opportunity again, especially because it's been so long since the reboot failed in like 2011 or whatever.
Gex have 100 Gex do a song for it. Oh man.
Hell yeah.
A 3DO2, Jane. Yeah, maybe a 3DO2. We got 15 viewers watching this. That's impressive.
It's a big win for Andy.
All right,
everyone, take a swig of your.
I remember the insiders being like, "Man, Final Fantasy 16 is so far along, guys. It's gonna be pretty impressive. Did Final Fantasy 16 get announced for 2023 or 2022?
It has been delayed for at least 6 months past its original planned release window because of COVID-19.
Yep. Now, that end, I think Square also wants to show off Stranger of Paradise and wait until after that before doing a new big Final Fantasy 7 thing. Or a big Final Fantasy thing. But yeah. Now, Bozo, did Square Enix announce anything for Gex?
No!
It is, in fact, not tail time.
What do you mean,
Fuck
thank
you.
God?
Don't say thank God, you piece of shit.
Why would you say this?
Cause I'd probably have to stream it.
Do you know how good it would be if you got to fucking stream a Gex game? You know how fucking hyped it'd be? It'd be your most successful
would
stream
be-
hard done, buddy.
Alright.
Game of the year.
Would they get the
Gex
original
of the
voice
year.
actor back?
It's been like more than 20 years. He's probably dead.
No, he's... I don't know. Alright.
Dude, he's a Family Guy.
Oh, that's right.
For real.
He was a...
He's a Family Guy.
Oh my god.
The Gex voice actor's a Family Guy. It's like a recurring character.
Hey, Peter. Clock says party time.
That's not what he said. That's not what he fucking sounds like.
I know. I wasn't doing the impression. I was just doing the line. Anyway, let's move on from Gex. So I predicted this year we weren't going to get a Yakuza game. That was just fucking wrong. Oh, wait. We're going to back
Yeah, you
up.
actually got your ass ate out hard on that one.
I did. This year might be an off year because nothing's announced so far. And also,
Oh, this year's gonna be an off year because I think they want to focus on, well, because Judgment is obviously the new Yakuza, and the Yakuza games have turned into their own thing that they want to do. And I think they're gonna take a break to focus on what to do with Judgment and what to expand on.
especially since because the main character that they got for Judgment, his mocapped actor, his weird marketing like agents are very weird, and they don't want the games on PC at all, and Sega hasn't been able to come with an agreement, so they might just give him a complete facial redesign next game. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, Lid. Did Sega... I was like... So Sega's been doing a bunch of 16-bit remakes, letting people come in and do it. And I was like, you know what? Shinobi's pretty popular. I could see them doing a ninja thing. Did they do it?
No, and they never will.
We got Alex Kidd. Which, I mean,
Alex Kidd was like literally...
It was like dog shit, am I right, Lid? Come on.
What?
Lid, say it with me. Lid, say it with me. It was dog shit. Come on, Lid.
I mean, perhaps, but it was also like Sega's like biggest fucking thing before Sonic.
It was Sega's Oswald.
Shinobi was always like, you know, if you knew it, you knew it, but it was never huge.
Was it? Yeah, I guess it was. I guess Streets of Rage was a lot bigger than Shinobi. That is fair. But I mean, Wonder Boy also got a reboot. So
I actually just want to bring this up. This has nothing to do with anything in the stream. I just want everyone to know, watching and in the chat, so they can make fun of him. Crumb didn't know until 2 days ago when we were watching Mad Men that Lee Harvey Oswald was shot and killed. Crumb just thought that Lee Harvey Oswald was still alive in prison, and Crumb is 21 years old. He literally, and that's the thing, he learned it from Mad Men. I had to pause the episode we were watching to explain to him, hey, by the way, to explain to him the history of Lee Harvey Oswald. Because when he got shot in the show, Crumb literally gasped. Crumb gasped as if it was a character.
he's no way to Ted Kaczynski. Could you imagine?
That would be the most fucking annoying prison.
All right. But yeah, so, dude, though, Jack Ruby with some guys for okay. All right. So last year, Atlas or Sega of America somehow managed to sneak Persona 4 on Steam without telling any of the fucking old men who are too dumb to know what the internet is, and it sold really well. So I'm like, damn, we're gonna get a bunch of fucking Persona JRPGs, like Shin Megami Tensei and Persona ports to PC this year. Did we get a bunch?
No.
No, we did not get a bunch.
We didn't get any.
We did. Yeah, we got.
Oh, we did? I didn't know.
Yeah, we got a bad port of Shin Megami Tensei 3.
Whoa.
I just think it's funny. I googled Atlas PC ports. Fun fact: people have been expecting this since 2016.
Hey, at least last year I was given evidence to expect it. So, like, but yeah, no, Atlas is very bad about being old men that don't do anything. All right, it's time for the big one. It's time for Sonic.
All right, guys, get ready. Come on.
Lid.
Let's see some Pog champs in the chat.
Did we get Sonic Mania 2?
No.
No, we fucking didn't. We did. It's probably a dead dream at this point. I feel like 2023 is like the last year that we theoretically could get a Mania 2 announcement.
I don't think it's happening.
I don't think it is either, but like I feel like
those guys are working on their own thing.
Well, no, the reason why I say 2023 is the last year is it's like Sega, as of recently for Sonic, has done big game, then smaller stuff, and then big game like in 5 years. I think Mania 2 could be like a smaller thing announced after whatever Frontiers is that we see that we could get, but I'm not expecting at this point. It sucks.
I genuinely think that like it was too much of like a corporate embarrassment for them to admit that it was good and they should do it again.
If you look into the history of the Sega Genesis at any point, a reoccurring trend is old corporate executives in Sega of Japan getting very mad anytime Sega of America does anything well. It is a running trend. So in fact, in E3 1995, they came out and told the head of Sega of America, hey, you're going to go out there and sell people on the Sega Saturn for, I believe, $400 and announce barely any launch titles and that it's coming out next week to select stores. And he said, I'm not fucking doing that. What are you kidding? And they said, do it or you're fired. And he did it. And then Sony became the most powerful video game company in the world because Sega was like, nah, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Didn't the PlayStation guy literally just go out on stage? He went on stage. Say the price point. Mic drop.
He went on stage and said $2.99 and then walked off stage. Because that's all you need to say. Bozo. Now, this is a thing that I've been expecting since like 2018. Of, hey, the Crash Bandicoot and Spyro remakes sold really, really well. So companies are going to take a look at their 90s and early 2000s 3D platformers, repackage them, maybe remaster them up, maybe give them full new models and stuff, and just push them out the door. Here you go. Here's your new game. Here's a nice remake to keep you held tied, so we can test the waters on a new thing. So Bozo, did we get Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 remakes announced?
Thankfully no. God smiled upon us and decided we don't need any more of it.
False. We're getting Frontiers instead, which I'm still kind of cautiously optimistic about that game, but we still haven't seen enough to really judge it. So Lid, was a new Sonic compilation announced that is not the Christian Whitehead version specifically that everyone wants to be ported off phones?
Technically, a new Sonic compilation that does not use the mobile phone versions was probably announced.
Yeah, it was probably announced. We don't know.
It's just that
it's a maybe.
It's just that hopefully the reasons that people want the mobile phone versions will still be a part
Breath
of
the Hog.
versions.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for Breath of the Hog.
Yeah, Breath of the Hog's what I call Crow's fucking mom after I kiss her, you know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, boy. Oh man, I love
Why did you say "oh boy" like that? Like you went on a roller coaster. Why did you say it like
No, I said hog wild.
like you said, like you just got like shook it back and forth, like "oh boy."
You're a lot to deal with, Bozo, okay? But
Shut up.
Goblord in chat says, I love that the trailers for Frontier just look like the original 06 teasers. You're not wrong, but I'm choosing to be optimistic this time.
It's Sonic Next Gen all over again.
I can't wait for when Sonic 06-2 comes out. Andy has a meltdown on stream.
I am going to stream that game, assuming my PC can run it. So we'll find out. All right. Bamco. So Pac-Man World was a series of 3D platformers on the PS1 and PS2. Although 2 and 3 were multi-plat, so they came out on everything, not just the PS2. And I was like, oh, hey, Namco will probably re-release this. Bozo, did that happen?
But fuck no. Pac-Man is left in the dirt to rot.
So, there's actually an interesting, Namco did announce a Pac-Man collection with a bunch of games. However, there was a connective tissue. None of them had Miss Pac-Man in them because they can't legally use her because, in 1982 when Miss Pac-Man came out, it was technically a ROM hack of the original Pac-Man made by Midway, I think. And so there's been weird legal issues with Miss Pac-Man for basically the entire existence of it. Lid, did Tales of Arise come out in spring 2022? Lid? Uh-oh.
Lid's gone. Lid.
Oh, for 20 seconds. Okay. I'll just ask you.
Hello!
Bozo, did Tales of Arise come out in spring 2022?
No.
Correct, it came out in September this year. That was I was expecting, because they showed it off, they showed a big gameplay trailer in 2020. I'm like, okay, that feels like 2 years away. No, it was only 1. And it reviewed well. Good for them. I might try that game at some point. Lid. Do we get a new Klonoa thing on consoles this year?
If a trademark filing counts.
See, that's the fucked up thing about this, is that we are still in the exact same place of Bamco coming out and being like, here's trademarks, here's ESRB things. Like, we know they're doing something, but they just haven't shown it for like 2 years now, and it's really dumb. It's really dumb. Klonoa was a character portrait in Tekken. That doesn't count. That doesn't.
Especially since Tekken 7 is
we are
more like Tekken 7 years old.
Oh!
It's very funny
Roasted.
when you have a head of your development staff be like, never ask for me for anything. I'm the cool guy who's super awesome. And then everyone goes, can we have rollback? And the answer is never ask me for anything. All right. I'm not even gonna let you. I'm just gonna talk because I need to rant. So I predicted.
Ooh.
So at the beginning, so Activision Blizzard is well known this year for controversy for being run entirely by rapists. That's only half an exaggeration. However,
Look what. Speak of the devil.
who showed up?
What are we talking about? Are we still doing video game hot takes? Did I miss it? I just got back from the store. Sorry.
All right, that's fine. I'm glad you're here. Yeah. Basically, we're just going over the ones I did last year.
We're talking about Andy's favorite game developer right now.
We're talking about. So last year, if you look on stream,
The pedophile one?
Yeah. Literally the pedophile one. So I was like, we're not gonna get a Cruel Crash or Spyro thing, but Tony Hawk will probably get an expansion. Mm-hmm. So what happened instead was, Toys for Bob, the team that developed Crash 4 and the Spyro remastered, they got shoved into the COD mines and are now doing Call of Duty support entirely. Vicarious Visions, the people that made Tony Hawk, got shoved in Blizzard and are told to work on Diablo 2 Remastered, which got delayed because everyone stopped working for a few weeks this year, because why would you work for that company? But here's
It
the
was so
real.
funny to work at.
Here's the real fucking
Like
shit.
just doing Mad Men levels of sexual. Like
Here's-
getting Mad Men.
Oh,
levels
like
of
it's
sexual
like cartoonish, and like and the fact that they're
Yeah.
like saying all like their queer workers, it's the coolest shit ever.
Here's the funniest thing. Okay, so Vicarious Visions, the company, was originally allowed to just like exist as a thing, but now no, they are just Blizzard now. But then
Jaina Y2K in chat brings up the breast milk thing, which is still just so absurd.
They did. They were stealing breast milk, and they had to fucking complain multiple times to HR
to get locks, to get. So
like I've never heard of something that bad aside from like things Crumb does. Like, that's about it.
Yeah, no.
That is heinous. That
But-
is like
No.
they need to like amend the Constitution to like add a law or whatever to fucking.
They need to add a lot of just kill Blizzard workers.
Yeah, no.
If
So
you work at Blizzard, you just killed.
So here's the thing. The Vicarious Visions, the company that made Tony Hawk, they got forced into Blizzard to help make Diablo 2 remastered. But the head of the company got appointed in as a high-ranking manager this year. However, Vicarious Visions then got to cease to exist because they're just part of Blizzard now. They're no longer a company. And then the female higher up position, that because she shared a dual position with another dude who was a longtime Blizzard executive, she left the company because they were paying her less this year after a whole year of everyone looking at them and going, hey, why are you guys creeps who don't respect women? What? No. Then why did you not fucking pay your female like president or whatever? It's
So
insane. Funny. It's unquestionably the biggest scandal in the history of video games.
Every single person that works at Blizzard, they need like a special prison.
We need to do a Nuremberg trials at this point. Like that's that's the only way things are gonna get handled.
Just like people with like Max Landis haircuts being like, I was just following order.
Also, don't forget the Cosby Suite.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Anyway,
am I allowed to have a favorite of their of?
I guess nothing's stopping you. So here's the Cole, do you want to answer? Did EA announce a Star Wars racing game this year?
Does the Pod Racers Switch port count? Was that was this year, right?
No, because that was not made by EA. The answer is no. We got a KOTOR remake announced and a David Cage thing, neither of which EA is making. Because they no longer.
I'm calling it. KOTOR remake is gonna be. Everyone was like, dude, KOTOR remake, it's gonna be good. How can they fuck it up? It's gonna be bad. They're gonna put it in High Republic.
KOTOR remake is not gonna work out well. They're gonna kill it. Plus, they have the David Cage game coming out, and that.
Can we talk about this?
Not gonna turn out well.
Before we go into the trailer, apparently it came out a few years ago that game is super behind schedule and probably isn't going to come out until at least 2027.
Believe it.
David Cage is a hack.
He's a hack.
Yeah, he's a homophobic, transphobic, racist hack. Like that's the thing. Like there's so much dirt on him that's so public and so easy to find. I don't know why he keeps getting so much money.
This is also the thing. How the hell does Disney care less about sexual harassment? I understand it's Disney, I'm not. But how do you care less about sexual harassment than fucking France? Because
whoever like does like the PR, like the fucking PR checks or whatever at Disney is just like falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, no.
Like they let some heinous shit come through. Like they didn't even scrub the Shang-Chi guy's Reddit account or whatever.
No.
And like, yeah, no, they're just down, or like whoever runs.
Well, don't forget about the girl who plays Sherry or whatever.
So
yeah,
it's
so funny that they can't just like that stuff is funny for the most part because it's like you're like how are you not able to work something out? Like you're the biggest media company in the world. How are you getting hated by like a fucking 22-year-old girl?
That's the thing, though, is if they're the biggest media company in the world, they don't really need to work things out.
Exactly. No, they could pay to get her tested every single day. Like, you could probably like bulk tests are like fucking. You can get like a 10 pack for probably like $200.
So I'm skipping
That
past
is a drop in the bucket.
the Skate 4 news because I shouldn't have put it on the list because basically I didn't realize at the time that apparently EA specifically started a studio when they announced Skate 4 to make Skate 4, so we're not seeing that game for like 3 years.
It's fun, man.
I just hope that they fucking release Skate 3 on PC or something. Like,
That'd be
what the
nice.
fuck?
That'd be a good compromise.
The only way to play Skate 3 now, unless you want to spend like $500 on eBay, is to fucking have the PlayStation 3 emulator, which works pretty well, but it fucking I don't have like a high-end desktop yet,
Yeah,
so I
no.
can't do shit.
I'm not even sure if I could do it. I have like an okay one, but it's not super great. So Lid, did we see any gameplay for Mass Effect 4 or Dragon Age 4 this year?
No. Is Mass Effect 4 confirmed?
Yes, they announced it at E3. They at Game Awards 2020, and they did a thing where it's very clear that like they're not doing Andromeda 2. They are announcing that like no, Shepard survived. We're just redoing the ending of 4. Fuck it, who cares?
Oh, I didn't hear that at all.
Yeah,
That's
no.
kind of fun.
So here's the thing: Dragon Age 4 was announced last year, so who cares? Mass Effect 4 was announced last year, so who cares? Dragon Age 4 was announced at I think the Game Awards 2018. It's been 3 years. How have we not seen anything?
Correct me if I'm wrong. Hasn't literally the only thing we've heard about Dragon Age 4 that they've basically just been like, we promise it's still a single player game, I swear.
They also did that. Apparently also, I was watching a thing on Anthem recently, and it's very obvious that they just took assets from what they were working on in Dragon Age 4 and shoved them into Anthem to ship it out. That's the one reason I'm optimistic about BioWare, by the way. There was a movement at EA to like, maybe we should save Anthem. And then they decided, no, we shouldn't. Fucking that game's dead.
Damn.
Apex Legends ate its ass out.
It did. Good. I mean,
game. Yeah.
You can have...
Imagine losing to Destiny. Imagine literally like.
Well, oh, I have a Destiny 2 prediction. You're gonna be very excited, Cole.
Oh.
All right.
I'm so glad that I'm like 6 months clean of Destiny.
Yeah. Only 6?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, hey, everyone has their own journey, man.
Yeah. I bought the most recent season or whatever, the one that was like supposed to go through till March or whatever, and then I just like played like I played 1 minute of the new gameplay, and I'm like, I am not going through this again.
All right, I'm glad to hear it. All right, it's Nintendo time.
Yeah. Okay, let's go.
So Lid, did Nintendo show off the 3D Kirby game that we've been waiting for?
They sure did.
Yes, they did, and it looks great. Kirby in the Forgotten Land. I'm hyped for that game. I'm gonna play it on Yuzu. It's gonna go great. Kirby's a delightful series, and it's oh my god, that's a real good Kirby emote. Thank you. Let's get hyped. Destiny lost to a son. Yeah. Good joke there. So, Bozo, I think you watched the Nintendo... No, you didn't, but did Breath of the Wild 2 get announced to have a world-switching mechanic?
Yeah.
The answer is, I don't know yet. So part of the Hyrule is in the sky, big chunks of it, but I don't know if that technically counts as world-switching, like in the Link to the Past Dark World sense. I hope it does. I hope it's cool, but we'll see.
I'm excited for it. Breath of the Wild was the first Zelda game that I played myself, and it was also the first one. It's also the game that I played the most on the Switch.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm rocking with it.
Uh-oh, someone didn't hide one of the answers.
Oh yeah, I did. Who cares?
We care. We're having fun.
Lid.
Exactly.
Lid, did Super Mario Party 2 launch this year?
I don't think it was called that.
No, it was a different Mario Party game. They announced. But yeah, so I fucked up on this one. Pokemon Snap 2 and the DP remakes are the only Pokemon games for 2021. Not technically true. Legends Arceus was announced, but it didn't come out. I hope that game's good, by the way. I'm looking.
It's good as well.
Yeah, it looks. Okay.
They can't fuck up a Pokemon game, right?
Oh my
Nintendo
god,
2.
Nintendo 2, dude!
Nintendo 2 confirmed.
All right.
There it is.
Cole, did Nintendo announce Splatoon 3 this year?
Yes, right?
Yes, they did.
Yes. I do remember that.
We know
I've
the
never
release
played
date is
Splatoon.
sometime this year. We don't know when, but hey, they did announce a game called Splatoon 3 for this year. So,
Yeah. I'm rocking with.
Bozo, Bozo, I feel like you're the least friendly towards Nintendo of anyone here. So last year, Nintendo announced a bunch of timed exclusives that were really bullshit and said, "Hey, if you don't get it, it's going into the Nintendo vault." And I was like,
that was
they'll
some bullshit.
probably re-release 3D All-Stars normally, but everything else, yeah, it's probably going to the vault. Did the 3D All-Stars stay out of the vault? Did they really let you play Galaxy and Sunshine on the Switch?
Yeah.
No, they did not. That game is
Oh,
gone. That game is
Oh, I
gone.
don't know.
Hey,
know.
no, Andy, you're wrong. Not all of them disappeared. You can play one of them if you
Lid?
subscribe to a $50 annual
Lid,
service.
hold on. I'm gonna ask you a question. Is it the Shindo Pro version though?
I think not.
Oh wait, you can get European versions, so maybe.
That's true. So
I don't
it is
know.
possible one of the regions might have it.
Yes.
but I believe it is not the same version of the game.
No. Same emulator though, but yeah. All right, Lid. Did we get a Switch Pro?
We got a Switch OLED.
Yeah, we got the OLED.
Counts.
No, it does not. It does not.
Yeah, it does.
No, a Pro
That
means more powerful Switch that can run
That counts.
games that
That
no, it's
counts.
not an.
That
It does
counts.
not fucking count. Lid.
Andy's on some Mayo bullshit.
It
Yeah,
has
he's on
so
fucking
many.
Mayo shit. That counts. Get the
The,
fuck out of here.
the Switch OLED has so many pro features, like a kickstand that doesn't snap off.
And Bluetooth. No, wait, they added that into everything.
Yeah, it's always had Bluetooth. They just never flipped the switch on it.
What else does it? Yeah. Anyway, Cole, did we get a new Wario
Is it-
Land this year? Oh,
I don't think so.
No, we did not. We got a WarioWare game.
That was one hell of a prediction.
I was
Back
close.
to the Switch Pro. Is the OLED model like actually worth it? I'm never.
It does.
Like,
It's
OLED does.
only worth it if you're really going. If you mostly play in handheld mode.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Yeah. No, I don't. So.
Someone named.
In
someone
fact, I
named-
almost never play it in handheld.
I don't mean to interrupt, but someone named Beatnik Pussy just like sent me death threats.
What?
For video games?
They just sent me death threats. They just said "fuck you" in all caps. I hope you die, and that's it. It just ended there.
Do not read them out. I might get TOS.
Prediction: will Bozo get another death threat?
Let's get happening, Chad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know that 3D All Stars was not resold as an individual game.
All right, Lid. Did we get 3D All Stars S collection for Zelda, etc. collection for Zelda?
Does the Game and Watch count?
No, because I was looking for 3D games specifically.
No.
Yeah, that game
We
is
did not.
pretty.
We did get. You know what we did get though? Possibly the worst version of Ocarina of Time.
God, the expansion
Go
pack
ahead.
sucks so much.
It would be unironically hilarious if they did like a 3D All Stars timed exclusive for the CDI game.
You know what? That is the only way you'd get that. That's like how, like, I think if they ever do Mother 3, it's gonna be a timed exclusive. It's gonna be, get it now, because we ain't ever fucking giving you this game again. Ever.
Mother 3 timed exclusive would lead to like fucking like an actual terror like fucking Weather
By
Underground.
the way,
style
Cole,
terrorist act.
do you remember the
against the-
E3, I think it was 2014, where Nintendo did a collaboration with Robot Chicken and Reggie came on, and in a skit, Reggie lit a journalist on fire for asking if they would get Mother 3. Do you?
Yeah, the robot
Oh.
chicken sketch. It's awesome.
Yeah,
That's sick.
Yeah, no,
Re-
they
Reggie-
teased
Reggie
you. They
days.
brought it up, and it never. You got the first Mother. You got the first Mother finally, but
Yeah.
no 3. All right, Bozo. Did Nintendo at all talk about a game called Super Mario Odyssey 2?
No.
Correct. They did not announce anything. Although there are now kinda sorta some rumors.
I feel like it's like a fucking sniper is like aimed on my fucking head now. I don't know, man. I don't want to fuck these up anymore.
Well, don't worry. After Nintendo, we're done with the last year predictions. This is the last slide of last year predictions. All right. So I predicted at E3 this year, at E3 2020. I was also bold in assuming Nintendo would do directs again, but hey, whatever. They would show.
You would during the pandemic they would do fucking directs.
No,
but
they
no.
stopped they stopped doing normal directs for all of 2020. It was weird.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What a company.
What a company! What a company! At E3 this year, I predicted Nintendo would show off a very early teaser for Metroid Prime 4, and would announce a port of the HKD collection, neither of which come out in 2021. I meant that's a typo. I'm sorry. I'm not perfect. Lid, did we get either of those things?
No.
But
They
we did
didn't
get-
come out. We didn't get trailers, teasers, nothing.
But we did get Metroid Dread, which I would say is better than the thing we got.
Perhaps.
I played that game. That game's that game's a 10 out of 10 if you ask me.
Maybe Prime 4 will be an 11.
Maybe. You never know. Anyway, that's all.
Play the original.
All of my predictions that I made last year. As you can see, I was mostly wrong. What a dumbass. But before we go into next year, to the predictions of 2022, I just want to go over some games I'm really excited in. So this is, first off, we're doing the AAA space. And
We're doing your mom.
the first game that I'm sticking it to.
I don't know if you'd want to fuck Enterprise Pig Mom, man. I don't think you'd want to do that.
Thank you, Bozo. Anyway.
What?
Anyway. I decided the only real rule here for this is I'm keeping this list to AAA stuff and one game per publisher. I think that's pretty fair. Also, I didn't put any Sony games on this
don't
list
know
because I'm
video
not going to own a
publishers.
PS5 by the end of the year. I can guarantee that.
Yes, at the end of 2022?
Yeah, I'm not specifically.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I got one. It wasn't super hard. It took me like
well,
a month,
it's
which
also
was
more
still
that like
insane.
I don't really have a TV in my room that I can use for streaming or anything, so it's like whatever. I can wait until I move out.
Should-
I also
we
got a
should get- we
PC
should
upgrade that I got
stream-
last year, so I'm fine for gaming for a little while. But anyway, let me
we
go.
should stream colored Spider-Man at some point.
When
That'd be
it,
fun.
it'll come to PC eventually. Yeah,
And
I
that
hear.
would be a
Yeah.
big-
By the way,
that would
Lid,
be a big move for you.
Lid,
that
do
would be
you-
a really big move for you.
Lid, do you know what Miles Morales' father's name is?
What?
It's Jefferson Davis.
What?
It's Miles
Yeah,
Morales'
it's 'cause
father.
It's because Brian Michael Bendis is
Epic.
the swaggiest white man to ever live.
It was like
He is a freak. He needs to be hunted down like a dog.
He literally he just loves kidnapping these children of color and then making characters based off them. It's fucked up. I don't know why.
He loves the concept of black people.
He really does.
just the
More
concept.
than anything.
Oh man. All right, so first game on the list, Kirby and the Forgotten Land by HAL Laboratories. I'm very
Fuck
excited
off.
for this one. This I feel like is
Fuck
the
you.
most.
Why,
This white boy
Bozo?
playing. This
It's-
white boy playing Kirby.
It is, this white boy is playing Kirby.
Kirby's epic.
Yeah, thank you, Lid. This is the only Nintendo game on the list, Bozo. So be happy with
Really?
that. Yeah, well, because I'm keeping it to
I'm-
one per publisher. But
It's gonna be the first.
3D
Or at least,
Kirby
who
game.
knows? But from what we've seen so far, it looks like it's going to be the first console Kirby game in like almost 10 years, because Return to Dreamland was a while ago, that is actually going to be balanced for single player.
That is true. That is true.
Nah.
Star Allies was mid. It was. But yeah, Forgotten Land. It looks really cool. I like how it uses the copy abilities a lot. I like the setting of this abandoned city for most of it. There's a lot of cool stuff. I'm excited, and it feels like the safest bet from Nintendo next year. Yeah, no, there's no way they're gonna fuck up.
They're gonna find a way to fuck it up.
They haven't
Yeah,
done it
I
before.
would call this. They're gonna find a way to dump that shit.
All right. Anyway,
Yeah.
next on the list, I think a game that might be a bit of a sleeper hit. Oh wait, no, it's Elden Ring. I got them mixed up. I'm a dumbass. Never mind. Elden Ring is not.
A sleeper.
What a sleeper hit, man.
The most anticipated game at the Game Awards 3 years in a row. A sleeper.
God damn it. Oh, god damn it. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. Elden Ring, I mean, I've played a Souls game before. That looks like a cool new Souls game. That sure does look like a good Souls game.
I'm not trans enough to enjoy those games.
Okay. Well, I mean...
I think you would like... Because you kind of got that, like, they-them energy. I think you'd be good at Bloodborne.
You know what? You say that? Bloodborne is literally the only one that I've gotten past the first boss on.
See?
Well, Lid,
I've
do you
played
have something
Bloodborne,
you'd like to say
Dark Souls 3 and Sekiro, and I've only gotten past the first boss.
Lid, do you have something you'd like to say on the they-them energy of Bloodborne?
Bloodborne is high fem.
Okay.
Actually,
No, I disagree. I think Dark Souls 3 is high fem.
I'm not gonna argue with that, but I just don't get they-them energy from Bloodborne. That's all.
All right.
Really?
Well, it's coming from a they-them. I don't really trust it, Like, I think me as an outsider, I'm better at...
Now for the game that I think is actually going to be the sleeper hit. Ghostwire Tokyo from Tango Gameworks. This is a game where you get to do Naruto hand signs to shoot magical spells at demons. That's pretty cool.
Wait, was this the game that they showed at E3 with that really hot Asian chick?
Yes, that is this.
Yes.
I'm glad you got your priority.
I'm like, damn. I remember
it's Bethesda.
they showed it at like the Bethesda. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. They should literally like never bring Todd Howard out ever again. They should just bring out this bitch. I'm kind of fucked.
Yeah,
For
Ikumi
real,
Nakamura.
though.
Yes, that's the. Although I think she technically has left Tango Gameworks.
Doesn't matter. Just have her.
But
Just have her.
I trust Shinji Mikami. People people didn't like Evil Within 1, but people did seem to like Evil Within 2. I'm excited to see where this is going. This looks good. All right, now for one that I'm probably going to regret next year, but Sonic Frontiers, man, I don't know. I feel like I have more hope looking at Frontiers than I did coming out of Forces. That's the best thing I can say about Frontiers and where it's standing. It's like, I at least look like, based on where I'm at, because the thing about Forces is that immediately as soon as that first trailer came out, I was like, this is gonna be a really hard sell. They could make a great game out of this, but they have to not fuck it. There's tons of things they fucked up, and they fucked up things that I didn't even think they could. Whereas this, it's like, I don't know. I feel like, based on, because most of this game has been leaked to shit by playtesters. So we have a very good idea of what is and isn't in it, and based on what they're describing, I think it is going to come out pretty alright. Again, the reason why I'm optimistic is the core idea of an open world Sonic game where you play through mostly filler content to appease the fact that a game must be over 8 hours minimum, but then you have like traditional Unleashed Child single player levels that you can replay a ton. That's a formula that I can get behind and feel at least a little confident in. So I feel like this is probably going to be at least a 7, I'm hoping.
They should do an HD port of Sonic and the Black Knight, aka the best Sonic.
They really should.
They should.
Really
They
should.
should.
Though.
I would like that game, so that way we can restart the Twitter discourse. So everyone's saying that game has Persona 3's plot.
Never played Persona.
Anyway, final AAA game on the list.
Doesn't Persona 3 have Hitler in it?
No, I think that's a different Shin Megami Tensei game.
I
But
think
yeah,
I think that's Shin Megami Tensei 3.
yeah.
Is Hitler in it?
No, I
I think it's Persona 2.
Yes,
that
it's
has
Persona
Hitler.
2.
3.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's Persona 2.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, the final game on my list. This was actually only announced to be coming out in 2022, like 2 weeks ago, in just like a press release. But I'm hyped for that System Shock remake. I'm genuinely excited. I feel confident. I feel like this is gonna.
I haven't played the first one, but I fuck with Deus Ex enough that I think that they'll probably not.
So
fuck
System
it up.
Shock 1 is like it playing an operating system. It is an extremely influential, one of the most important PC RPGs of all time. It is not aged well, and the remaster helps a lot, but even still, it's still kind of rough. I'm very excited to see this remake, because I remember they announced this way too early. They even had to unannounce this, I think.
Years ago, right?
Yeah, and then
I remember hearing about it in like 2014.
Yeah, I think it was 2015 they announced this. And then they were like, actually, guys, this is going to be way longer than we thought it was going to be. We're going to have to pull it back, because they released a demo. And then they released a demo earlier this year, I think, and have shown gameplay. And it's like, okay, this is happening. This is definitely going to probably come out well. And again, I fucking love Night Dive. They have done nothing but good work so far.
If Bedtime is able to bring me a new Blood game, I think I might be able to just you could shoot me in the head and I'll be pretty sad.
Yeah.
I won't have a reason anymore.
Yeah. All right, but also I have 2 real honorable mentions. I guess 3, because I'm also excited for Horizon Zero Dawn, but I'm not gonna have a PS5, so that's not an issue.
You mean Horizon Forbidden West?
Or Forbidden West. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
I gotta
one of
finish
these,
that.
everyone's going to,
away.
I think, be like, yeah, that's fine, and the other people are gonna go, really? So we're gonna go with the normal one first. I think Dying Light 2 is gonna be pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah. They showed gameplay.
I got the first one. I
recently played through the first one, and it's like it hasn't aged well. Like it was
I was gonna say it's like because I played through the first one recently too. Because I was like, I hated Dead Island, like the first Dead Island I fucking hated. I was like, oh, maybe because you could always tell this was kind of what they wanted to do more, was like lead into this aspect. It's like, oh, maybe this will be better. Maybe this will work more. And I thought it fucking sucked. I don't know. I thought it like
I like
first of all, it's a parkour game that has a stamina meter, which is fucking stupid.
That is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jaina, for your insight.
It's a very 2014-esque game.
It is.
It's a very.
But the gameplay trailer for 2 that I saw and the stuff that I've seen looks solid. So I'm going to be cautiously optimistic. And also I like Techland.
Okay.
Don't
get me wrong. The parkour system is great. Besides the stamina bar, the actual.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that you interact.
And the zombie AI is very good for what it is.
Yeah, I really don't like. I'm really tired of playing fucking craftathon.
Yeah,
first person.
That's fair.
Zombie RPG.
Anyway, the second big game that did not make the list, and this is the one that you're gonna probably chuckle at me for that. I'm genuinely excited for Multiverses by WB. Give me a dumb fucking Cartoon Network Adult Swim Smash Brothers game. Yeah, I'm fucking.
I love you. You're so awesome. I love you so much. I really do. But seeing Kirby in the Forgotten Land and Sonic Frontiers and then the Cartoon Network game, there's nobody like you, and I truly respect that. I love you more than anything.
That's funny. It'll probably be an okay fighter.
Yeah, well, it's free, so I'm gonna try it no matter what.
Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting about that. I always remember that it's free. I'm like, oh, it would be cool to what if Tom and Jerry fought Shaggy or whatever? And then it's like,
what if Tom and Jerry fucking killed Billy and Mandy? That'd be sick.
Yeah. No. I also have. I don't think I've said this on stream before. 4 characters that I really want in this game.
Yeah, okay, hit us.
All right,
Let's do
so
roster
first off,
predictions. Just come into Smash next.
Okay, I got 2 Cartoon Network characters and 2 Adult Swim characters. So the first Cartoon Network character, well, technically, but it's the Roadrunner. Because if you think of a character because all you need to do is just knock someone off a cliff and then meep taunt. That's, come on, you gotta have that.
That's gonna be like the most they them ass. People like
That
fucking all the
is.
they.
Yeah, that
fighting
is
game.
true. The Roadrunner does kind of have like they do have a bit of
The
they, them
Roadrunner has they them energy, and the Coyote has chasing.
Oh,
The Coyote like has like
100%. 100.
and that makes me sick. I fucking hate that.
All right. The second
and then the second prediction is the symbiotic Titan character.
close. I'm gonna predict an anime sword fighter, so you need Samurai Jack.
You know, I would settle for anything to see my boy. I'm not gonna pronounce his name because I'm gonna fuck it up.
Okay,
Again.
Genji.
No, you should pronounce
Gennady.
it. No, you should pronounce it. What are you?
Gennady. I love to see my Wigger.
Gendy Tarkovsky.
Yes.
Yeah.
Samurai Jack.
You know, Wigger get money.
So the first Adult Swim character that I want is Brock Sampson, because come on, Brock Sampson, he was already in a crossover.
What band?
No, from Venture Brothers.
No, from fucking Venture Brothers.
Yeah. I mean, Brock would be the best in a fighting game. He'd be really cool.
Brock Hampton in a fighting game.
No, Brock Hampton.
Yeah. There is.
And then the final character I want, this is my dumb meme pick, but I don't care. I want them if I could only have one character, is of course Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I want Meatwad. Dude, do you know how cool Meatwad is?
Meatwad would be
Meatwad
pretty
like
cool. That's a good. I would be happy with
He could
Meatwad.
basically be like Kirby. Because he could just do anything.
Well, see, I think Carl would be like the Mr. Game & Watch, where he would have like really stilted
Shut
animations.
the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No, he's not. He is not the Mr. Game & Watch.
Yes, he is.
Don't
He'd
you ever say
be
that about him.
walking around with really stilted bad animations and like in a 2D
No,
model.
he'd be like the Minecraft Steve of it. Where it's
that could also.
just a guy.
I don't know. Mr. Gay Man Watch, but yeah, no. That's.
Oh, we're bringing back the 2012 jokes, aren't we?
All right, but yeah. Anyway, before we go into predictions, I figured AAA doesn't deserve all of the love. Let me give some indie projects, some modders, some things, some love as well.
Wait, I just want to say, Crumb.
Fuck for the new Undertale.
I just want to say, Crumb, I am hyped for the new Stalker. I'm going stupid for that new Stalker.
I considered that, but I literally haven't played a Stalker game before, so it didn't feel right putting on.
Really?
Yeah.
Just play the first one.
I know it's something I need to play, but it's just something
we were talking earlier about like the she her energies of like From Software games. Stalker is a she her game for kids that watch like cartel videos. That's what makes it awesome.
Yeah, no, all my trans friends that are really into like guns love Stalker.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I love like Stalker is bar none my favorite series of all time. It's the best.
That's fair.
And thank God they walked back that NFT shit.
It wasn't. From what I read, it wasn't even like some dumbass marketing exec called it NFTs, but it was just like
it was just gonna be the player's like face.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was like,
it was,
that's fun.
Like it was like you pay like $5 and you can get your guy in the game as like.
And then that's very funny. Anyway,
and some like Russian moron that doesn't speak English was like,
we call it the NFT.
This is technically inaccurate in that I don't. Only one of these games I think has actually gotten a release date for 2022, so I could put a lot of them on the list next year. But you know, I figured these are the indie games that I'm excited for. So first off is a game that I think will technically come out next year. Gloomwood by New Blood Interactive. So Gloomwood is a game heavily inspired by both Thief and classic survival horror like Resident Evil. It's a really cool stealth game. There's a demo on Steam that you should play. It's pretty good for what it is. I don't think it's gonna come out next year, but I could very easily see it coming into early access because it's been in development for at least 2 years. So I could see it finally getting an early access release next year. Next up on the list is a game very near and dear to Lid's heart.
Yes.
Spark it up,
That's not a real game.
That's
not a
that
real
is
game.
That is
absolutely
the realest game.
That is a fake game that they make up in an episode of fucking South Park that Cartman wants to buy. Or
No.
something. It's not a real fucking game.
You don't know about Spark.
You don't get it, Bozo.
You don't.
You don't understand.
Spark the Electric
This is
Jester
so
3.
fucking not real. This
Look
is
it
not.
up.
This
on
is a game.
Steam.
This is a game that Stewie Griffin plays for an episode. And they have an entire adventure around it. Like, shut the
Spark-
fuck up. This isn't real.
Spark it up, fark it up, look it up.
Yeah, no.
What the fuck is this shit?
It's not real.
It's
You're
one-
liars.
Spark the Electric Jester. So Spark the Electric Jester was originally a 2D Sonic clone for PC exclusively. And it was pretty okay for what it was. But then Spark 2 came out, and it was a Sonic Adventure-style 3D platformer. However, had the problem of it never didn't feel like a Sonic fan game. But then this year, the demo for 3 came out, and without exaggeration, it is maybe the single greatest control scheme I have ever held in a video game. The movement is right, the platforming isn't fantastic. The demo has about an hour worth of content. It's really good. It's got.
I would flat out say that the previous game, Spark the Electric Jester 2,
Oh my god.
is flat out better than every Sonic game of the past 2 decades.
I would not say that, but Lyndon is entitled to his dumbass opinion. But yeah, no, it's also not just that it's a Sonic Adventure thing. It's also that it's a Devil May Cry because you have like character action game combos and blocks and boss fights. You can juggle giant ass robot boss fights. It's so cool. I love this game so much. I really hope Spark 3 comes out. It's spark it up, fark it up. All right.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, Hollow Knight Silk Song. I hope this game comes out this year. I was confident it was going to come out this year. I was like, oh yeah, Silk Song's 2022. Nope. Hollow Knight is maybe my favorite. It's definitely my favorite indie Metroidvania of all time. It's really good. It has... I love its level design. It has maybe the best boss fights I've ever dealt with in a 2D platformer. Its soundtrack's really, really good. It's just a good-ass game. I would assume at least some people in chat have played Hollow Knight. Like, it's one of the more popular indie games released in the past 5 years. Silk Song is going to be great. It's going to be great. Oh, by the way, Cole, did you retweet the stream?
I did, yes.
Thank you. But then we got
Squid Games.
no. Then we got a Doom mod, which is very
Squid
near and
Games
dear to my
Among
heart.
Us.
So Doom the Golden Souls 3. Doom the Golden Souls was a Doom mod based on Super Mario levels that released in 2015, I want to say. 2014, I think.
Damn.
It got a sequel in 2018, which was a much more complex game. It had a bunch of different new weapons. It introduced a ton of new enemies. It had over 40 levels, which is pretty insane for a Doom mod. It had a ton of original music. It's a really charming little thing. Golden Souls 3 feels like the step up because instead of being a more Mario World inspired FPS linear thing, it's a 64 inspired 3D collectathon. And it just there once again there's a demo out. You can go play it. Only problem is that because it's running on GZ Doom. Some of the stuff has some performance issues. The most recent version of the demo has chopped that down a little bit, but I hope it goes forward. But it's just such a good like fun shooter for me. Just combining like Doom combat arenas, like doing a Mario 64 style platforming sequence where you wall jump and long jump away through a bunch of things, and ending that by like super shotgun blasting a Hell Knight it's a really fun combination, and I'm very excited to see where this goes. The final... Is Bozo still here? She's been oddly
Yeah, I'm
quiet.
right here.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, it's being oddly quiet. Wow, this tranny isn't talking for once. Wow.
Well, no, I meant you're not yelling at me every 2 seconds.
Can we say that on stream?
I think we can. I'm not sure, but
Anarcho stream would have been taken down a long time ago if he wasn't allowed to say it.
okay. But anyway, final game on indie game I want to shout out is Weird West by Wolf Eye Studios. This is a over
mean
the top
Evil West?
PC.
I mean Evil West.
No, that's a different game.
Oh no, that's the one by Wild Hog.
Yeah,
that's
this is made by X Arcane devs, and it's an overhead Western RPG set in Weird West. I think is a pre-existing tabletop setting, but you know, I really like westerns, and Western video games are very underused as a setting. And getting a cool like RPG with like a bunch of fantasy elements and like cool magical weapons, and just also being able to use like revolvers and shotguns. Like, it's cool. I'm, and again, this also definitely does come out. I think it comes out in March of this year. So I hope
March 31st.
Yeah. Oh no, that's okay. So the reason why I went oh no is that because it means it comes out right before the end of a fiscal quarter, which is always just a little bit of a warning sign. But other than that, you know, I think it's shown up a bunch of the Game Awards. I've seen it for a few years now, and I'm just like, yeah, no, that's gonna be a solid ass RPG. Anyway, before we go into 2020 predictions, I'm gonna take a fucking bathroom break. I will be right back.
He's gonna go wipe himself clean, change his diaper.
Have fun.
Time for my prediction.
Yeah, just get Cole in the house. Go on.
Right, they're gonna put Goku in Fortnite.
If they do that though,
They got Naruto this year.
They got Naruto. That's what I'm saying. If they put Goku in it, that might be the most popular thing in South America.
Oh my god, dude! Holy shit! Yeah, Fortnite will become the most the most paid for fucking video game revenue. Fucking Lydia.
Damn it, Lydia! Shut up.
I think they're gonna discontinue Minecraft Java after this year. I think they're gonna stop doing updates for it because I like every single update for Minecraft in general like ruins the performance. And I just think that they're gonna give up. Like, as much as I love Java and I will never play Bedrock, they need to just stop updating it.
No, I think they're gonna give up. I think they're gonna do like maybe one last big update, and it's gonna be done.
Absolutely. They're gonna put the Aether in.
Finally.
Actually,
all right.
the Aether mod is.
They're
such
gonna
a
put
white
Andy,
ass.
Ty, and Spencer into Fortnite. That's a great idea. How you doing, Bozo?
They're gonna put Herobrine in, dude. They're gonna put Ben Drown.
Dude, if they put fucking Jeff the Killer in Fortnite, I'm fucking done. Bar none. I've never played another game again.
All right. Okay. So.
If I can see Jeff the Killer through the fucking like. Oh my god, dude. If I can see Jeff the Killer through the Carlton.
My first prediction of the
the
night
Dune Sandwalk
is
okay.
that I believe apes will escape Lid. I believe Sony will announce either a remake of the first game, or because the thing is that the Twitter, it's went wild for a while, but I think now that Astrobot came out, I think there is a decent chance, because there were rumors and teases from Sony, but now what someone posted in chat.
Gina, my 2K, my ape's gone. Yo, Ape Escape NFT game.
Don't say that.
I'm so mad that guy deleted the tweet.
That was so fucking funny. That was.
I was like taking a shit, and I came up with that, and I was just like cackling to myself.
And they delete. Oh, that was a great tweet, huh?
All my apes are gone.
All right. Okay.
That one was gonna do numbers.
So when Sony does shows off Spider-Man 2, it's weird to call that game Spider-Man 2. They will reveal it with a boss fight gameplay presentation demo, and he will not be Harry Osborn because they teased that in the first game, and that's really dumb. But Harry Osborn being Carnage would be a much better idea.
Really?
Yes.
You think that they're gonna do Harry Osborn Carnage?
Because
Okay.
Harry Osborn's whole thing is that he devolves into being a fucked up addict, and while that would work for Venom, I feel like Carnage it would work even better.
It's also just because Eddie Brock as Venom is just untouchable.
That and also Sony's got Venom merch to print, people. You know.
Well, but
I could honestly.
Sony has nothing to do with that game. Sony has nothing to do with that game.
Yeah. On my bullshit, I could see them do a straight up like a straight up Venom adaptation. Like they'll change his origin to make it more like the Ultimate Origin, but I could see them do like an Eddie Brock kind of thing, especially because the ending of the first Spider-Man game like teases him becoming a photographer full time, so I could see them show Eddie Brock as a foil to that.
See,
well, Eddie Brock exists in that universe because
he does.
There's multiple times where he's hinted at as being a writer, and then there's one time it's in the Daily Bugle. It's in like the like the backpack things. There's one of them that you can get where it's like it was his goodbye letter, when he was leaving the Daily Bugle, and it was like everyone saying like good luck Peter, have a great time. But then there's one that's like good luck Peter, we'll always remember you, and it's signed by Eddie Brock.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, yeah, they're doing. I could see them do Eddie Brock. Did you guys hear the rumor that every costume is gonna have a symbiote version?
Oh,
that's so cool.
Cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. I also was originally
we can finally see like a symbiote version of Andrew.
See,
that'd be
so cool. I was also gonna originally predict that they replace Venom, the MJ sections with Venom, but I feel like the second playable character for that game is already probably Miles. So
yeah,
I think if they're gonna do playable Venom, it'll be like as a DLC thing after the base game.
I could see them do a playable. The problem is like I don't think that, like, as much as I think the MJ segments are important to the game, I think people didn't like them enough that they might not bring them back.
Well, I don't think they're going to do MJ, but I think they're going to do a different alternate gameplay style.
I liked how the MJ segments were like entirely world building.
Yeah.
Well, I like that. They also made you feel like a fucking loser. It was like, like, oh man, I feel so sick, and then immediately it's like, oh, I'm a human. Never mind. Like I know some people that was the entire reason why they didn't like it, but I don't like having my cock jerked off all the time while playing a game.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
like as much as it stopped my replay short the first time, like the first time I played through that game entirely, I was like, oh hell yeah, dude, I get to be a bitch.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's move on. The next prediction is that Gran Turismo servers will go down sometime this year, rendering the game unplayable because they announced that game is always online. It is always online. There is no offline single player mode you can do. So they're gonna fucking kill that game, and it's gonna be really funny. Lid, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I'm gonna be sitting there with my popcorn.
That's true. I'll join you.
Oh wait, I want to point this out actually. Cole, do you know who's voicing Venom in the new Spider-Man game?
It's Tony Todd, right?
Yeah, it's fucking Tony Todd. It's like the coolest shit ever.
Yeah. That's why I think that they're gonna do Eddie Brock, because wasn't Tony Todd him in the cartoon?
I think so. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, in the 90s
Oh shit,
cartoon,
that's really cool.
Yeah, I swear to God, it was in the '90s cartoon. It was Tony Todd as Venom. I think it was a different guy for Brock, but I think that the Venom symbiote.
Wait, it was a little white boy for Brock, but.
So Sony's been doing PC ports a lot recently. I think we're going. Spider-Man's the obvious one, but I think Shadow of the Colossus remake might sneak up on people.
Really?
Because they already have it done, but I feel like. Because the fact is, like, Bloodborne does not have, like, it doesn't run at 60 FPS on PS5. I feel like if they could fix that game easily, they'd just do it automatically. And port it to PC. So the fact that they can't is why I'm not confident.
I think that they're gonna make the Wolverine game a hard T.
We'll get to the Wolverine game in a second.
No, I think they're gonna make it M because of the trailer. You like in the teaser trailer, you literally saw like a guy like ripped up on the floor.
Really? Okay, I didn't see the trailer. I just saw the.
Yeah, in the trailer, because all those pictures they show is just the one of his bloody fist on the thing. But in the trailer, if you want, like, it starts off as from a behind shot.
Yeah. And
the shot behind him, you see just like blood and guts everywhere.
A hard T. What? Jaina, come on. Anyway, so this prediction is comes
Joker.
To the fact
Joker
that,
was a hard R movie.
Yeah, this comes to the prediction that so it came out earlier this year that there was an article by an indie dev basically saying, yeah, Sony basically ignores and treats all of its indie developers like shit. And they announced later this year that they were like, "Oh shit, we fucked up. We're going to and they've apparently done a lot of good to fix that dev. Not just they announced it, but they've actually like fixed their relationship with indies. However, to show that to the public, I think the fastest way to do it is just, hey, we're giving indie games money for our stuff. Look how much we're working with them. So I think we're going to see 3 times as exclusives. All right. So next up, there was a rumor that has been going around all year
Sony too.
that we're gonna get a Men in Black game, and I feel like they will have you be the new recruit in the organization. Hopefully, you will not just be a creative character, because if you're just a creative character, that's gonna be not as good.
I would be okay with the creative.
I think I'm okay with creative character if they do it the Saints Row style, where it's like you create the character, but there's like 3 voices you could choose from, but it's still like the character like has a script. They have an entire character.
Yeah, okay, that would be fine, but I'm worried they wouldn't do that. Yeah. And also, their Will Smith character will be, and Will Smith will not be in that game.
I think Will Smith will eat that shit up.
I wonder if they'll get the voice actor from the '90s cartoon.
Honestly,
I wonder if I could see them getting. Honestly, I could see them getting like Tommy.
Also, there
Tommy. I don't think Tommy. I think Tommy would have a heart attack on his way to get like to the fucking studio.
Yeah, he's real fucking old. He was old when that movie
in a normal video game. In a normal video game, they could just get like Rip Torn, but I think that they're gonna have like Tommy's character get promoted to like Rip Torn's character or whatever.
What were you saying, Lid?
E3 2022, Will Smith on the stage, calling it.
That'd be a hype thing. We'll see. I mean, Sony will do an E3 in quotes because they do big summer presentations, but not during E3. But yeah, all right.
Yeah, they can't get Rip Torn.
So Sony will do a pre-SVR little state of play probably, and I think announcing a VR exclusive Uncharted game seems like a safe bet. So I was like, no, because here's the thing, you're not gonna get a big new Uncharted thing or a big new game from Naughty Dog for a couple of years because there's a bunch of restructuring. Last of Us 2 was a massive thing that they lost a bunch of staff, so we'll see how things play out. But I think this is a good way to just hold people over and also show off the power of PSVR 2.
Is there a Metal Gear prediction on here, or do I have to make one?
You can make one. I
think they're gonna remake the first.
Yeah, there have been steady rumors, but I don't want to tempt it one way or the other. I don't feel confident.
I don't think that. I straight up don't. I think that Konami is asleep at the wheel.
That's possible.
I think that you're gonna hear next to nothing. I think that because I could see them do like a remake, but I also everyone's like, oh, dude, they got Kojima back or whatever. It's like, no.
Yeah, no.
No, they're not getting.
They probably get Blue Point.
He's not coming back to them ever again.
They probably get Blue Point, but so came out I think a month or 2 ago that rumors were for a Project Spartacus, which was basically Sony adding new tiers for an old PlayStation game system where you can get PS1, PS2, and PS3 stuff, and even onto your PS5 for a fee. And now, assuming that you can actually download the fucking games and don't have to just stream them, I think this could be an alright proposition because they have not because they started doing PS2 ports of just like, here you can get some PS2 games early on in PS4 lifespan, and then that fucking died, and they have not done retro re-releases since. So I think this is the best case scenario you can hope for at this point from Sony.
Yeah.
Still kind of lame though. Also, yeah, I think we're going to get complete radio silence on Wolverine because they still got to show off Spider-Man 2.
Well, yeah,
no, I think Wolverine's 2024 at the earliest.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, they might show a gameplay trailer in 20.
Yeah, next year I think we'll definitely see a bunch of Wolverine stuff. But this
year, if you remember the Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man PS4 announcement came out, it was at E3 2014, 2015, when they didn't show any. Yeah, they didn't show anything on it till 2 years later.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Do you think Spider-Man 2 is going to come out this year?
No, they're going to take their time with it, especially because I think the thing is, at some point, I had a discussion about this with somebody, which is the kind of problem that they have with making superhero games again now, which I do like it. I think it's cool as hell because I like these characters. But the problem is that they're gonna, especially with like the like Marvel shit, they're gonna have to deal with a lot of people who are used to movies that take 2 or 3 years to come out, and not a game that takes like 6 or 7.
Yeah,
And so,
well,
I think it's what like Miles Morales was, I think, supposed to be an appetizer for those people because that Miles Morales was
No,
basically
yeah,
just the same, a lot of the same assets.
and there's also
yeah, it was the same map. Like fucking.
well,
like
it's New York,
6
so you're
movies
probably
ago.
gonna get the same map
Yeah.
no matter what.
No,
I you know
I heard that was Spider-Man 2. This was a rumor, but there was a rumor that they're going to try and add Brooklyn and Queens.
Oh, okay.
Like you
I
could
can
go to
see
those
that.
places.
Yeah, because they got the
Because that's
SSD
what
now.
Ultimate. Well, remember also that's what Ultimate and Spider-Man 2 for the PS2 and Ultimate Spider-Man. Those games had you go to Queens. Like you could go to Queens and New York.
Yep.
I could see them doing. I could also see them doing like a secondary location for part of the game, like
Yeah.
maybe like the fucked up European country that they go to at the end of the second game. I could see them do that, especially with like the Silver Sable plot line from the end
Dude,
of the
she was
second.
so bad with it in that game.
She was
They
so
made her
hot, dude. I love her. Unironically, like she's one of my favorite like Spider-Man like Z tier characters.
No,
Just so
same.
stupid.
Are you
I got
excited?
so hyped when they were gonna bring her back. I got so hyped when they were bringing her into it, and then I got even more fucking hyped when they were bringing in Hammerhead. But they fucked Hammerhead.
Oh,
They
they did.
fucked
Oh, that's a
Hammerhead.
shame.
Just kind of mid. I get that they were building to Wraith or whatever, but it's like
Have they done
I don't
Tombstone?
care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in the first game.
Okay.
He's a side quest. Yeah, he was a fun side quest.
I like
It
they
was
made him a
nice.
biker.
Yeah,
I like
it was.
they made him like
cool.
they made the blackest Spider-Man villain, arguably a biker. That's really funny to me.
Oh yeah, his voice is dark skinned as fuck.
Anyway,
Exactly, that's the same. But he's supposed to be a member of like the Hell's Angels. It's so
Yeah.
cool.
anyway, Microsoft.
Uh,
Halo Infinite's
probably
second
Halo
campaign will be
DLC.
released at E3 in October. I think they're going to try and get this out as quickly as possible, patch up the problems that do exist relatively quickly. But they've also got problems with like how, because no one likes that game's progression and stuff. But it does seem like I think they are on an all right track with Halo Infinite. They just need to not fuck it up.
I mean, like from what I heard, the campaign is mid, but the multiplayer is
Yeah,
like the best.
yeah, and I hope that because they were just scrambling, because again they were going to fucking release that game a year ago. God forbid if that game came out a year ago. But so I'm hoping that they can get it together.
Oh my god, they're playing Halo games.
Everwild will get a gameplay trailer and a Perfect Dark and a 2023 release date, but no Perfect Dark or Fable footage. Everdark is
That's
Rare's
fair.
new game.
Is Fable coming out? They're making.
They
a
showed
Fable?
I
a
don't
logo.
believe-
That's
I
what they
don't
showed.
believe-
They showed a logo. Peter
I
Molyneux
don't
is
believe
not
that
involved.
shit. I don't believe that shit one fucking bit.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Also, they called the new Perfect Dark a quadruple A game, which I think is very funny.
It would be sick if they made a Perfect Dark game that was just like Cyberpunk but not shit.
Yeah, that's the hope. That's the hope.
Quadruple A, they said.
Yes.
Are there Cyberpunk predictions for?
No, I didn't make any Cyberpunk predictions.
Okay, I think we're dead ass. I think they're just gonna abandon it. I don't think that the multiplayer.
They
is
have
coming
patched it a decent amount from what I've heard, but it's
out.
still like
I know they patched it, but like, you remember when they were like, "Oh, yeah, we're gonna do like 2 years worth of single player."
yeah, they ain't doing
content,
that.
like,
I think
on
you're
it."
right. I think they're cutting their losses there.
And then they're like, "Oh yeah, we're also gonna do like a GTA Online style multiplayer."
Yeah, that ain't happening.
No.
I can agree with
I
that.
also don't think that the game can support a GTA Online style. I think that like that would legitimately cause house fires if they tried to do that.
Yep. So Redfall is Arcane, the other Arcane studio, the one that made Prey 2017. That's their new game. I think they're gonna show off that game, and it's gonna involve a trailer where the 4-player squad, because that's what that game has, is like a 4-player shooter, is in the middle of a war between vampires and werewolves for E3. I think that's a pretty realistic. By the way, I am not feeling good vibes about that game at all. Like Deathloop, I did at first, but then they showed it to you 17 million times over 3 years, and I was like, but then it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's.
Redfall, I'm like,
I'm gonna get it on
I
sale.
don't really want this. Like, I feel like my vibes on vampire games in general, especially after Bloodlines 2 got fucking.
Yeah, never coming. Is it officially canceled or is it
No,
like still?
it's not canceled. They're just they're gonna get a different developer. Don't worry, it'll work out.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
Yeah,
never
I know,
coming out.
I
It's
know. We'll talk about it in a
literally
second.
does not exist.
We might talk about it later, but yeah, I'm not super excited, which is a shame because I really like Arcane. Gear 6 is gonna go open world like Halo Infinite.
Really?
It's a dumb idea, but like Gears 4 and 5, I feel like have gotten slightly better reception than Halo 4 and 5, but still not great. So I think they might follow the trend, even though like Halo, it kind of makes sense. Gears, it would be an awkward transition.
I would staple onto that. Gears 6 is going Battle Pass multiplayer like Halo Infinite.
Oh, that is way more likely. That is absolutely happening, especially because it's on Game Pass.
Every single game is going to have a Battle Pass.
Yep.
In 3 years. And I'm going to play none of them.
I'm going to be optimistic and say this year's finally the year that Rare Replay comes to PC. Don't ask me
Please.
why. Please.
Dude, they gotta make a fucking more content for Sea of Thieves. Dude.
Yeah,
They don't. True. They actually don't.
I really like. Every like 6 months, I get a hankering to play it, and then I never do.
Yeah. Anyway, finally.
I think it's because you need like 37 friends.
This one's for you, Bozo. The new Minecraft update that they will reveal at Minecon, the next one after the one that's coming out next, will have a cloud-based biome because they got like cave cliffs and stuff, but they don't really take advantage of a lot of the new sky. So
bro, if they made a cloud-based biome, I'd actually have to I would go insane. I'd go nuts if they made a cloud-based biome.
I would agree with you, but just yesterday they announced that like the Aether dev who now works at Mojang announced that he is allowing like there is a spirit or a remake of the Aether mod coming out in 2022. So I would have agreed with you if they hadn't dropped that there's like a new Aether coming out.
That is a decent correction, but we'll see. We'll see where things goes. Now it's time for the Bethesda stuff because it's its own tab. Avowed will not show up this year because it was canceled after Microsoft got Bethesda. So if you don't remember what Avowed is, in 2020 Microsoft did a presentation. They announced this game. It's basically Obsidian's doing a fantasy RPG in the style of an Obsidian RPG, but they're not going to make that now because they already fucking own Elder Scrolls 6. Like, why do that? They might, if you're very good, they might let new Obsidian make a new Fallout again just to get the good PR. But yeah, no, this game's fucking dead.
I think that Obsidian is going to blow all their money making Outer Worlds 2 and then get like none of it back.
I mean, that trailer looked
I hope Obsidian crashes and burns.
They also made that fucking weird, like small, like Honey I Shrunk the Kid's ass, like shooter, like weird thing. It was really they made that before they got bought out.
Grounded.
Yeah.
I played every single expansion pack for the Outer Worlds as my job, and that shit was the most mid fucking video game I have ever played.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I hate them because like they made a game. They made legitimately one of my favorite games of all time, Vegas, and then continued to just make the most like. I guess the best way to describe it is it's like if someone like watched only Community and then was like, I'm gonna make a sci-fi out.
Yeah,
it's the most like I think I'm so fucking smart.
Video game.
Yeah.
I bought it when it came out. Or actually, no, I think I got it on Games Pass when it came out, and I played like probably a day of it and never touched it again. And then my work was like, "Do you want to play the?" We saw that you like played.
Shut up! I don't care.
Do you want to play?
I heard one was mid, but Pillars of Eternity 2 seems pretty cool.
I played every single expansion pack for that goddamn game, and not a single one was funny.
All right.
Oh god.
We're getting a single-player Quake reboot this year. I'm confident. The rumors seem to line up. I think it's gonna. We're gonna get a tease at E3 and then QuakeCon. They're gonna show it off, and it's gonna be Quake 1 inspired, and I'm gonna be very happy.
A ratio.
I think Champions doing kind of mid is why I'm like, okay, yeah, no. They're gonna do a single player now because they're not gonna do Doom. I will say also in terms of post Doom games that id Software works on, this is a much better idea than Rage 2 was. I don't know.
True.
I don't know why they made Rage 2. Like I don't think anyone knows.
I tried it on Games Pass and it was ass.
Do you remember?
I legitimately forgot about Rage's existence until I fucking was rewatching Breaking Bad.
It was
Like,
on
that
TV.
was
Go
Sorry.
ahead.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, I just forgot that. I forgot about that game's entire existence until I just saw it like in Jesse Pinkman's background
Yeah, because
for
it's
some reason.
one of the most forgettable games of all time, no question.
Yeah, no, straight up.
And then they made a
It's so
sequel.
cool
And do you
to make,
remember
like,
they got Andrew WHK or Andrew WK to
Andrew
do
WK, yeah.
yeah, to do a fucking
WHK.
Shut
You
up.
went like really in for his initials.
they got him
Are
to
you-
do
are
an
you
E3
ready to
song.
die?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they got John Goodman to be in the first one.
That's right, they did. Anyway.
That's so funny.
Anyway.
Damn, Bethesda hates
Vent
money.
Haven in chat will never forgive Epic for giving up on the new Unreal Tournament. Thank you.
That is true. That is true. The sec. That
They
see,
made
here's the thing. That
Fortnite,
game
though.
didn't die for Fortnite. That game died for the thing that Fortnite was originally supposed to be, which was a different game.
It still is. You can still play the single player.
Yeah, I know, but that's like what Fortnite died for. It's very funny.
Yeah, no, I've never touched it because I think you're just like it's like $40 and it's like
Who wants that?
I'm not gonna pay 40. Yeah,
Anyway.
I would rather just play for. I can be Spider-Man.
Todd
dude. Why
Howard
the
will
fuck
go
would I
on
wanna
stage
be-
next E3, and when talking about something in Starfield, he will say, "It just works." He will-
No, I don't think he will. It's been too memed
No.
up, and he's good
What
at
do you?
like.
Okay, come on. It's Bethesda. Nothing
But
is
if you
ever
ever-
too
but-
memed
Bozo,
on. for
do you
them.
remember when they?
Lid, hold on. Lid, you ever talk to me like that again? Don't you ever talk to me like that again? But second of all, what I was gonna say is, they know the thing about Todd Howard is he's great at knowing what to lean in on and what not to. Right? Like
He's a
the last
genius.
time he went on stage and he made the joke about how they're gonna add Skyrim to Alexa, which they actually did, but like stuff like that. Like he's good at leaning into it, but I
That
think he
came
knows
out?
that the
Yeah.
it just works. It's just done for.
Yeah,
I
I know. You know what I think that they're going to do that's going to bite them in the ass is they're going to like heavily play up the Elon Musk involvement in Starfield.
what the fuck? That's not a thing, is it?
No, yeah, it is.
Why am I even
Yeah,
surprised?
no, they went to space. SpaceX is like a consultant for the game.
Okay, I did not know that. That's like
Yeah,
ugh. Anyway,
yeah, no. There's a picture on I think like Todd Howard's Instagram or some shit of him like hanging out with Elon Musk at like SpaceX headquarters.
yeah,
or
this is
whatever.
my prediction. They will unveil Indiana
That's why it
Jones.
has. To,
Oh, sorry.
oh, go ahead.
No, you finish this because mine's moved.
Yeah, that's why like the game has that like ugly ass SpaceX aesthetic is because they got like Elon Musk on the game.
That was a few weeks ago, right? Like the Alexa telling a child to kill itself. That was very funny. Also,
Yeah, that was.
anyway,
That was actually awesome.
yeah. Anyway, I think they're gonna do like a CGI callback to the Indiana Jones, but it's gonna be like like an old temple from like Babylon or whatever. In like calling back to the Raiders opening, and also there's gonna be Nazis in it because there were Nazis in the Raiders opening. I hope that Indiana Jones game is good, but it's still pretty far off. So
No, it's not gonna be good.
I think it's gonna be good. I trust
You
machine
know
games
that,
enough.
Andy.
I'm gonna give it one. Nah.
You know what licensed game is gonna be good?
The IO James Bond thing.
That's correct.
I hope it is.
Yeah, I'm so hyped for that. I'm so fucking excited.
They literally, if they fuck it up, I will be astonished. Like, there's no way that you can fuck that up.
We'll see.
The only sad thing about it is the fact that you have to play as a British guy. That is the only thing that I don't like about it, because like that's what made Hitman genius was because they got a British voice actor and made him do an American accent.
You know what I legitimately wonder is if, like, as a consolation prize, because like the people that own like the Broccolis or whoever the fuck own James Bond like know that people want a black James Bond. I wonder if that would be the consolation prize where they'll go white James Bond in the movies because they want to get him played in China, but black James Bond in the video game because
I could
Chinese
see
people
that.
don't play video
I
games.
could
Also,
see-
if they make him black, that'll make up for him being British.
Exactly.
That is
Like,
true. It
They
cancels
get
out.
some like knockoff Idris Elba. Like they don't get Idris Elba, but they get some like fake ass. They get like
Just get the guy from get the fucking I can't think of his fucking name.
I love the
Get
idea
Cobbin
that,
and have him do a
Sonic the
British accent.
Hedgehog
That'd be
could get
cool.
Idris Elba, but James Bond
Get
couldn't.
Cobbin, have him do a British accent. Do the opposite of what they did with Hitman, where they got a British guy and made him do an American accent. Get
funny.
the guy that played the new Morpheus. Yeah, Yahya Abdul II. And just
Okay,
have
he
him
could,
do
like, honestly, if I could get to be new Morpheus in a video game, that would be
Dude,
perfect.
he was Dr. Manhattan in the Watchmen show, and that show sucks
No.
balls. No, that show sucks balls, but he was Dr. Manhattan, and he had
He was
such
not.
a
He was
big-
Doctor.
Yeah, when he gets naked, he had such a big dick. I'm not even kidding. He had a huge dick.
Kind of see it in the Matrix.
He has a
You
huge
can, like-
cock in real life,
When
and
he's
it's
in
like
the
it's not
robot
just
now-
it's not just length. He's got girth.
Oh my! I totally forgot that he was Black Dog. That show gave me heart disease. Holy shit!
I know that show looks
I
like
mean,
a fucking brain
I've ever
fell off.
seen.
Yeah. Hitman's VA is not British, Bozo. He's South
Yes, he
African.
is. Okay, I'll be right back. I just embarrassed myself.
All right. Anyway,
Holy shit! I just realized that new Morpheus is fucking is Dr. Harlan.
anyway, I'm gonna predict optimistic. So the last two Resident Evil games have had bad multiplayer mode. They're finally gonna, because it's RE4 remake, they're gonna show it off, and it's just gonna have Mercenaries mode, and everyone will be happy because that's what people have been wanting. That's what people have been wanting. I will.
Didn't Resident
it's
Evil
gonna be
Village
Battle Royale.
have mercenaries?
No, it didn't. It had something bad and different that was all kind of Mercenaries mode, but kind of not. Nope, not what I want. I want good multiplayer. It's fucked up that RE6 and a 5 are still the only things you can go back to play if you want multiplayer Mercenaries mode. We need that in a good game, and I'm hoping RE4, because you can't fuck up. Because if you fuck up Mercenaries mode in Resident Evil 4, people will be pissed. People will be pissed, because that's like an essential core of Resident Evil 4. It should be Code Veronica, Venthaven. You are completely right. But they're cowards, and they won't do it, and they don't want to talk about the Ashford family lore, which I get it.
I think that they might do. They
Well,
might.
we
you
know
they
they're
might
doing
do-
4
they might
next.
do
Like, we
that.
100%
Oh, they are
know.
doing 4?
Yes.
Okay.
They're gonna,
I don't read into the news.
I do.
ever.
So, I'm glad to cover it.
Even though it's part of my fake job.
Okay. So
Minecraft
Netflix
is
DMC anime is happening. I just hope
Yeah.
Dan Southwark will talk about motivation. That's very important. Fun fact: I got into Netflix to DMC because I liked the Netflix Castlevania show a lot, and when they announced it, I'm like, oh shit. And also 5 seemed cool at the time, so I'm like,
I
oh,
watched the Netflix Castlevania show.
it's
really
good.
liked
It has some points in seasons 2 and 3, especially where it falls into the Netflix problem of we don't want to move the plot forward. Here's some guys talking in the room making bad jokes, but when it's good, it's very good.
Yeah, I think I saw up to season 2.
And also I'm hopeful for it because season 3 is not great, but 4 is very good, so that's good news. Fucking. Like, all of Capcom and Netflix crossovers have been actually, like, the worst things ever. Like, that Resident
You know what
Evil-
game I'm weirdly excited for is that fucking Capcom, like the Capcom Death Stranding knockoff.
Pragmata, yeah, I should have made a prediction about that. I forgot to, but, yeah,
I don't think it's gonna.
That
come
got
out this year.
delayed.
2023.
Is it?
I don't think it was.
2023?
I think it
Okay,
was
cool.
always 2023 at least. Like, I don't think it was delayed. I think it was always just this thing's far away.
Yeah.
Bozo, you
it's-
coming
I think
back
it's gonna-
yet? Yeah, fuck it. We can
Bozo
do
is
it.
not.
All right. But yeah, I just also you can't fucking recast anyone for Devil May Cry. Like Resident Evil, I don't care because it's Resident Evil. Everyone's had a bunch of voice actors. Fucking Dante is Ruben Langdon. Nero will be fucking Johnny Owen Bosch when you get to him, and Virgil 100% better fucking be Dan Southworth, because come on, who else you gonna get? There are,
And he's got to be talking through his nose.
yeah, because did you know he literally had a cold when he was recording DMC3? That's great. Anyway, so the final DLC character for Street Fighter V, God, it's weird that the final DLC character for Street Fighter V happened this year. That game should have been dead 2 years ago. Anyway,
It's gonna be
Luke,
Goku.
and they hyped him up as the character, the future of Street Fighter. And then the second trailer, they walked that back a little bit, so I don't think he's going to be the main focus of Street Fighter V. I think, or Street Fighter 6 when they show it off, because that game's coming out, like, might be out next year. But we will see. I think it's mostly going to be Ryu and Ken.
Oh, you should check chat.
Oh, I should? What is chat saying? Can I join? Sure, you can join the call. You can talk about it. That's fine.
I'm bad with names, so I don't want to like say someone's name out loud and I get it wrong.
Okay.
It's Stu, right?
Yeah, it's Stu. It's Stu.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
If not, he can yell at me.
What up?
What's up? What's up?
I feel that for the Street Fighter 6, they're gonna do a full-on like retcon reboot thing, where they're gonna bring in like kind of like the prodigies of the old characters as the new characters.
See, it's funny. That was kind of what Street Fighter 4 was for a second. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
So I'm. Yeah, go ahead.
I hope that we spend a lot of time in the new trailer to show off Ken's face, to show up that they didn't fuck up his model this time. Because oh god, 5's model is the worst.
You know what is another thing though? I'm pretty sure. I
What?
bet your ass that the game will still not be set after Third Strike.
No! No, they're afraid of that. That's scary. Why would they do that?
if they
I don't know
ever
what
make
this means.
so like Third Strike is like the farthest in the Street Fighter timeline, right?
Yes.
Like the latest. And the worry of that is that by that time, a lot of the classic characters are like gonna
old.
be old farts or dead, right? Like so that's why every Street Fighter after 3 has been like a sequel to 2, pretty much, to Street Fighter 2.
Unless if you're Alpha.
see.
But anyway.
Alpha's
Lid,
like
I
origin,
think you're
yeah.
gonna get a Battle Network Connect collection this year, but they're gonna fuck up all the multiplayer stuff and the specific like compatibility for that, and that's gonna be patched. I don't have a reason. I felt like this is a good compromise between being optimistic and pessimistic. They might just do a Legends collection and fuck me over completely, but
I predict nothing.
that's a bold prediction.
Mega
I think you
Man
might
is
fail.
dead.
Yep.
How'd
After
you
Yeah.
feel about the last? How'd you feel about the last one?
oh, Lit does
Yeah, how
not
did
like
you feel
11.
about No, you were a fan of Mighty Number 9, right?
It is not as bad as people say, but it is not good.
All right. Anyway, Dragon's Dogma 2 will not, because there was a leaked poster that came out. I think we have not seen that game at all. There's no way it's coming out in April. But I am excited to see Dragon's Dogma 2, and I think it is
That'd be
going to
neat,
come out
yeah.
early.
I don't think that they're making any video games this year.
Well, they literally are. We have like the sheet that came out like 2 years ago,
Oh, yeah,
where
they-
everything leaked because a
Yeah.
guy hacked them and was like, "Give me money, or I'm gonna fucking publish all your shit." And they're like, "No," so they published all the info. But yeah, that's all of Capcom I have for right now. It's time for Squeenix again.
I think they're gonna triple down on Marvel bullshit.
We'll talk about that in a second. First off, I
Brand new
think we're
model
going
other
to
port.
see 16 after Stranger of Paradise. It's gonna launch in February 2023 as a timed PSI. It's boring, but I think like I'm ready for 16. Stranger of Paradise will be out. They'll fucking show it.
That's the single player one, right? 16?
That's 16. That's the new single player one. It's kind of dark fantasy. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. All right. I think
Stranger
they are.
Paradise isn't out yet, right?
Nope.
No, it comes out early next year.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it looks
March.
good though. I saw that,
Yeah,
that
March.
one
Yeah,
that
it's
one trailer where they were using like the Wigger music.
We'll get to that in a
Oh
second.
my god!
So cold.
Jesus.
We'll get. I'm not even stunned by it anymore. It's just like, yeah. It's just
No,
gonna...
that's true though. They're completely right on
We'll
that.
get to that in a second, Lid. I think you're gonna like
dude.
where this is going. But I think Square Enix is just gonna quietly kill Avengers by not announcing anything for it.
Oh,
No,
they
I think
literally
they're gonna do
announced
it different.
Spider-Man,
They're
stupid.
gonna do a different
Well, no.
Marvel
Spider-Man is
bullshit.
announced. Like they'll release the stuff that they announced and not announce anything else.
Yeah, I think that
I
they're
don't
gonna
know.
they're gonna like because Guardians of the Galaxy did well. I think that they're gonna try a third time with Marvel shit. It's gonna be something like I don't know, like The Runaways or some shit.
God, they
and
might.
it'll be,
But didn't they do a
it'll
bad
be
Runaways Netflix show?
it,
Or no,
Hulu.
it was a Hulu show. The show too.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I thought it was on
Amazon
the CW.
Prime, maybe. No.
No, it was on. Actually, you know what? It wasn't on Hulu.
It was on
ABC.
Freeform.
Yeah.
It was on Freeform,
That's even
which was
worse.
Yeah.
ABC Family.
Oh, that's
But
terrible.
they changed the name. They changed the name so they
And
could
then-
have more adult content, quote unquote.
And then they moved it to Hulu, I think, because there are Hulu Marvel stuff now. It's mostly cartoons, but there's like 2 live action things.
Yep. All right. Anyway, Triangle
I
Strategy.
think that-
By the way, shout out to Square Enix for being like, yeah, we're gonna release a game called Triangle Strategy. I think because it's made by the Octopath team. I think because it's a turn-based RPG, it's going to sell worse but review better.
Do you know what other video games Square Enix made?
The Bouncer.
Did
That
it?
is
Sleeping
true.
Dog.
This year they released a game called Dungeon Encounters.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Do you know what the significance of Dungeon Encounters is?
Who made Dungeons Encounters?
The guy who did the combat design for basically every Final Fantasy from 6 to 12, and he
Wyatt?
hasn't made any other games that aren't browser games or mobile games in the past decade.
That's fucking weird.
So, You know what I could see happening is because the Racing Lagoon PC fan port did so well, I could see them like doing an official one.
I think I could see that, but I feel like probably next year, not this year, but we'll see.
That's maybe. I could just see them like licensing the fan port.
Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster comes out in February. I think they're gonna finally do what everyone wants after it comes out and just put it on console this year. It's gonna cost $70 still, but you can play them, and I can play 4, 5, and 6 and be happy. Also, I'm very excited for those 6 remixes. Because I'm
Do you
not
think that we'll
as
get
high
any
on
news
6 as
on
other
7
people.
Part 2?
No, not
Probably
until next year.
No.
I think next year we will hear something, but not until then.
I think that game is coming out. That the Final Fantasy VII fucking remasters.
Oh yeah, those we will probably get this year, but no.
Shortly before the collapse of the universe is when the Final Fantasy.
I think Part 2 will come out. We will see it like relatively quickly after 16.
Really?
I don't think it's going to come out relatively quickly, but I think we'll see a trailer.
I think it's gonna be a end of generation game, to be honest.
No, I think they're going to try and get both in under the PS5. I think because keep in mind,
although
it'll have been 3 years next year.
They've shown stuff like in the trailers for Final Fantasy Remake that aren't in the actual game. So I could see that, like, oh yeah, like it's like a Matrix situation where it's like we've been working on both at the same time.
Maybe we'll see. Lid, would you like to read this one, Lid?
In the End by Linkin Park will play during a dramatic moment in Stranger of Paradise.
Dude, what other
Wigger
song would you get
back,
during Stranger of Paradise than In the End by Linkin Park?
It's true.
What
I
other
saw a picture of feminized Luigi, and man, this shit goes stupid. I don't even mean to interrupt the stream, but I just saw something that kind of makes me feel different. Makes me feel kind of. Her name is Louise, apparently, which is kind of nuts. Continue talking about
Right,
video.
yeah, no, I'm glad you're happy, but yeah, no. I mean, like, is there a song that has
What's
more
Linkin Park, Lydia? Are you doing a bit?
She's doing a bit. She's being a little rat. She's being a little
there's
rat.
no way
fucking
she
brat
doesn't
rascal.
know what Linkin Park is.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, I spelled it wrong. Yeah, I spelled it wrong. Who cares? Who
You
cares?
spelled it the real way instead of the
You're
band way.
spelling the Chicago way.
All right, but yeah, no.
Chicago.
I fucking hate Chicago,
I-
man. We should get rid of Chicago.
Chicago is a great city. Don't you dare
Shoot
slander it.
glass.
The
Hey.
best thing Chicago has going for it is a fucking bean. Are you kidding me?
Shut up.
We got some good stuff here.
Oh,
in
I didn't know
Chicago.
you were from Chicago. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
from Chicago.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean it though.
Lid,
They got
Babylon's Fall will have a Metacritic for in the stories. Limply released
the
one major
fucking
content. Yeah,
Platinum
that's the
game?
bad. They described it as near automata. You can play forever. Platinum opened a second studio for this game. It's not going to go well. It doesn't have a good 3-hit combo.
So wait, it's a game as I'm assuming it's a game as a
it's
service.
a live service game.
Yeah.
about with like near automata combat.
No, that's how they described it. It's just a weird generic fantasy thing that they made, and I don't
That's
know why.
terrible.
But it's fine because Bayonetta 3 is happening.
Didn't they get money after automata?
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
money. Square Enix
Like,
gave
what
them.
the- what-
I don't
what
know
the
how
fuck?
this happened. I don't know.
They should make Revengeance too.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious what happened. It's Square
Yeah.
Enix had them do the combat for Nier Automata, and then they went, "Oh, people liked that. People bought the sequel to that weird game. Oh man, I bet Platinum can make us so much
But
money
they
if they did a
opened-
live service game."
But it doesn't even have a good 3-hit combo,
What's
and
so
it doesn't have
fun
platinum music.
to
And
be a video game producer.
oh yeah.
Like it's like being a movie producer.
I
but
will
like
say though,
infinitely worse.
it will be very funny because I don't think it's blocked me yet. Looking at Hideki Kamiya's Twitter after this game bombs like shit. Sega.
That's the
Okay, so first
we'll
off,
release nothing. This
we're
year.
getting a new Crazy Taxi, and there's gonna be a mode where you can be a Grubhub driver in it.
Oh
Jesus
no.
Not
Christ.
real. That's not real.
gonna happen.
I kind of hope so.
Thank you, Lid. You get it. You get it. You drive to the KFC, and then you have to like fight people to get to it, and then get the order back. It's
I kind
No,
of
actually,
would
that would
like it to
be,
be. Sorry, go on.
I would go nuts. Actually, I would play the fuck out of that.
oh yeah, absolutely. I want a new Crazy Taxi. This is just something I want. I don't think it's gonna happen. But I'm
I
throwing
think it'll
darts
have a
at the
good
wall.
soundtrack though. 'Cause the
Oh
original
yeah,
Crazy
no.
Taxis.
I wouldn't mind a very classy, spruced up remaster, kind of like what they did with Katamari Damacy reroll.
That'd be good. That'd be
Honestly,
Yeah.
they just need to re-release the sequels
because they're better.
because they're only on Dreamcast and
really?
original Xbox.
Oh, that are they? They don't even have back compat, do they?
No, they don't.
That's fucked up. They need to port those.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What a world.
SMT5 is coming out to PC and PS5. You can play it at 60
Sega?
FPS on April. Yeah, Sega bought Atlas like 7 years ago.
Oh shit!
And there will be a Persona 6 teaser, but you ain't seeing that shit for a couple years.
Will Persona
Mm.
5
you
come
think
out on
we'll
PC?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't think that they're gonna do it. I think that like they don't know what a PC. No, someone told them what a PC is 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, Persona
Well,
like
4 is
Atlas
on
is run.
PC.
That was because Sega of America fucking had to sneak it on Steam. They had
Oh,
to.
really?
Yeah, no, it's bad over there.
That's funny.
Yakuza 8 is
Catherine
going
is
to be revealed later this year at Tokyo Game Show, and then they're going to
Hope
launch
not.
Q2 2023.
Yeah, I'd rather
Marbles.
they take a break for a while.
All right, Bozo, you can have it.
Yeah.
I still-
That's what I'm saying. Because like they just did Judgment, they just did the new Yakuza. They need like I feel like right now what they want to do is stay right, especially because Yakuza's changed directions.
Yeah,
so
and
much
and
that they're probably gonna want to like really focus on okay, how are we gonna really expand upon?
I hope
this
they
new-
don't drop the style
like-
7 did.
Hold on,
I
because
think they might just because so many people got filtered by it.
I actually have like a prediction here.
Okay.
It's the stage. Some guy from Sega walks over the stage. He pulls into his pocket. He takes out a fucking headset, and he says, "Hey yo, Big Bo," and you see Binary Domain 2. It's like flash on the screen.
If that happened,
Yes.
All right.
I'd shoot myself in the fucking head.
I'm gonna predict it. Sega is because I think Sega's going to. I don't know. I feel like you got to go for some crazy predictions sometimes. I think they're gonna to try and get back in the AAA space because they've been talking about reusing their old IPs and Fantasy. I was originally gonna say Shining Force, but I feel like Phantasy Star is a safer bet than Shining Force.
They're gonna put Sonic in Fortnite.
Well, yeah, probably, but
They better not.
they will. What do you mean?
Because his hitbox is gonna suck.
That's true.
No, they'll. Oh yeah, actually that would be funky. I guess
That's what I'm
can see,
saying, right? How do you
Knuckles
he's like
or something.
4 feet, he's got a big ass head and little ass torso. It's impossible.
I can
Oh,
see
wow.
them maybe
Well,
doing like a
that's just being-
Knuckles because you can kind of stretch Knuckles onto like a.
No,
a
you
guy.
put in
I
Sonic
can see a
Man from
Dr.
Sonic
Eggman.
06. Oh, Eggman.
I can see a Dr.
Yeah.
Egg.
Oh my God, Eggman holding the fucking AK. Let's go.
But it would specifically, it would probably be Jim Carrey's AK because he's not that fat.
Oh.
He'd be a little chunky.
No, I want the
Because
fat.
the thing is, like I said,
I want
if
fat
they do
dude with
any of the
chicken
cartoony
legs.
ones, if they do any of the cartoony ones, the hitbox would be a nightmare.
All
Right?
right.
Like if they do cartoony Eggman,
I want Shadow
it's so
the
easy to
Hedgehog in
kill.
Fortnite.
Absolutely, but that hitbox is.
I would
really
play.
nice.
I would pay $100,000 to Epic Games for them to put fucking Shadow the Hedgehog in
You
Fortnite.
can
And they
kind-
put Shadow. Oh my god, dude! Shadow.
That's gonna
God.
get them so
ever.
much money. Anyway,
The fucking reload of the Uzi and that fucking cutscene.
older
still
Zoomers, younger
haunts me.
millennials will give you so
What
much.
do you,
I need
it like a shotgun.
I need a disgusting black creatures emote.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he does say that, right?
He
Oh my
does 100% say that. Anyway,
I need
So-
Sonic and the Black Knight HD port.
Earth Defense.
Dude, I dated this girl for a long time who was like legitimately maybe the most neurodivergent person I've ever been around. But like, they were like one of the few people like Andy here that didn't like Sonic. They just didn't like it, but they would go stupid for Sonic and the Black Knight. They'd go insane.
literally-
if you mentioned it. That was their favorite game ever. They were like a
That's
hyperactive.
literally me. That was
Yeah, all
that's
they
the
would do is
only
they-
Sonic game
Cole,
I've ever played. That
for
and Sonic
you-
R are the only two Sonic games.
Is this the
Okay, I
one
do
where he's
buy
like,
your ass
he's like
fucking-
They were
medium
they were
type?
like they were legitimately a hyperactive child who never sit still. Were always doing spastic shit. They put on Sonic and the Black Knight. Ooh, they just sit down.
Oh my god, dude, I missed that game. I'm so tempted to buy a Wii just for that.
No,
game.
no,
You
get
can't
it on
emulate
Dolphin.
it.
It's better that way.
He's good on Dolphin.
No,
Anyway,
No.
so Sega's
It's
run
not the
by
same.
dumb.
Yeah, he can't play it on the big screen. I'm with my hands
exactly.
up.
So Sega's run by dumb old man. EDF6 comes out next year, but it's confirmed for Japan only. I think it's gonna come out in the West, but they're gonna make you wait at least 6 months to a year because they're dumb.
It's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
run on like a 15-year-old engine from like
Yep.
the PS3 era.
Yep.
I
Anyway,
I love
that.
the EDF games. I love the EDF games because technically they're like technological marvels, and they're also the hardest, fucking, most insane, stupid ass.
Oh
they
my
don't know
god, dude, they're
what all.
they
don't
are
know how to-
so hard.
They're first of all, they're also really hard, yeah. But like, aside, I'm not even talking about the difficulty. I'm just talking about like they do not know. Like I said, they're technological marvels, but they cannot optimize those games for shit.
no.
No,
Those
it
games, like-
barely runs at 30.
It barely runs at 30 on PC, as well as the fact that it barely even can do like 1080p full screen.
Yeah.
Like fucking it wants you to play that on like your
I-
iPhone.
I love it. Literally some of the best games I've ever.
Oh yeah,
played.
Oh,
they're
legitimately, no. Some of the best moments I've ever had playing a game is playing Earth Defense Force 7. I want more people to play it with, even if it's a nightmare.
Dude,
Yep.
let's go.
all right.
Let's fucking go.
We should do an EDF stream. I think
We
that would be
should
fun.
maybe.
We fucking
I'll get
should.
4.0
We
on it at
fucking
some point.
should.
But yeah, let's.
I think that also they're going. I hope they drop the reboot timeline. 'Cause I don't like reboots.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
As much as I fuck with EDF 5, like EDF 4 outsold.
it's Sonic time.
It has his own section.
Yeah, he does.
Sonic.
All right. First off,
Dana,
Jim
you should-
Carrey
you
will
should
look at the
start with-
screen in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and he will go,
yeah,
"You mean the Chaos Emeralds?"
yeah. They're gonna tease
Jerry.
Shadow absolutely.
I'm sorry.
Shadow,
fucking care.
Shadow
I
will
don't
be
fucking
end
care.
credit scene.
I had to rush to finish this. I don't care.
I still
good,
can't
you're
get over. I still can't get over the fucking fact that I got goosebumps watching that trailer.
I won
Sonic
so
2.
much. I also DM'd Faith that.
So did the guy in that theater.
So the guy fingering his girlfriend, and he fucking stopped.
For Sonic.
Jaina, start with EDF 4, because one, it runs the best, and two, it's easier than 5, and even though 5 is like a jumping on point or whatever, the reboot timeline is bullshit.
5 will
and
fucking face fuck you. 5 goes hard.
Anyway.
It's not
Yeah,
as far as like
five
the other ones.
5 is great, but 4 is still it's got
Four's
that
the
Wii
goat.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sonic Origins is a collection of Sonic 1, 2, CD, and 3 and Knuckles they announced last year. I was hoping we'd get it a lot sooner, but we're probably going to get it as a tie-in thing for the movie, which makes sense. It's not going to be the Christian Whitehead versions, but it will run on the same engine that Sonic Mania ran on a bunch of the decompilations did. So it'll technically be the same. I'm just hopeful it's good because I want to play those on PC again. Well, I mean, I guess I
want-
can already, but you know.
I want Sonic R on PC. It's not a prediction. It's a hope.
Yes.
I want to.
Yes.
I want Sonic Colors on PC. They haven't
Oh,
brought
well, they
that
did
shit.
do that, but they fucked it up. They fucked it up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Sonic R and Sonic. I'm pretty sure they've both been on PC. They've just been terrible,
Yeah.
Yeah.
barely compatible with Windows.
Yep. One of them is understandable because it was the mid-90s, but one of them is less understandable.
Exactly, and it's Sonic R because it has the best soundtrack with any Sonic.
It does. It has a good-ass soundtrack. Anyway.
Yeah, I will say this. I joke around about Sonic to Andy a lot, to the point where I think he just thinks I don't care about it. I own, I think, the majority of Sonic soundtracks physically.
That's cool.
What?
That's
Is there
cool
a
as
Sonic
shit.
R physical release? Because I need to get that.
Probably, yeah.
I don't think I have that one though. That's one of the ones I don't have. I have both of the soundtracks to Adventure.
Ooh.
That's cool.
'Cause I think those soundtracks go stupid.
They
I
do.
don't even care.
They fucking do. June Snoy's, he's
They do.
great. What's your favorite Knuckles rap?
Move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sonic Rangers is coming out this year. I don't think they're gonna delay it. I think
That's not the name of the game anymore.
Frontiers. Shut up. I think I originally was going to write Frontiers, and I'm like, no, that's the wrong name. I should put down Rangers. Q4 2022. I think it's gonna come out right. I think the Switch version. I think trying to put that game on Switch is going to be maybe not a great idea. But I think it'll ultimately be. I think Keith Stack, a Twitter user I follow, he made a very good prediction, which is Rangers or Frontiers is probably going to be like Adventure 1 and Unleashed, where it's a very high budget thing that's kind of a bit of a bloated mess, and then they're going to make a sequel to that that's a lower budget but much more polished thing, and that's going to be better. And I hope that's right.
I think that the 2 end credit scenes for Sonic 2 are going to be Idris Elba's character about to say the N word, and then it cuts, and then
Oh
also
my
Shadow-
god.
And then what was the other one?
This is, and then also like a Shadow the Hedgehog in the.
I don't.
Tube or
I actually.
whatever.
I'm gonna say this now. I don't
PlayStation.
think they're doing Shadow for next movie. They're gonna do him at some point, obviously. But I think they're gonna do
think they're
Sonic
gonna do
CD
Metal
with
Sonic
Metal
next
Sonic.
movie?
Yep. I think they're doing Metal Sonic next because that feels like a
I could see
safer
them do
bet.
Metal Sonic.
Because again, you
I can
have
also
to.
see Metal Sonic secretly be the bad guy in this one.
I would like to. I would.
They
Li-
already did that.
We'll get to the Heroes movie eventually. Lid, don't worry.
Sonic's been around for like 67 years, man. They've already done everything. They can do.
I would
It's
like.
just cool
I,
to see it again.
I would like
Except
to.
for letting Knuckles do the N word.
I would like to say I
Yeah,
am.
they haven't done that. If they did that, I think it would win an Oscar.
Because obviously they know they have to do Shadow in a movie at some point, but I'm wondering how they're
Yeah.
going to figure out. Okay, so how
You
do
think-
we
you
write?
think- okay, hold on.
No, hold on. Let me do
Okay.
this. Let me do this.
No, wait, no. Let me just say this. Hold on. Let me just say this. Do you think, Knuckles should be allowed to say the N word? Do you think that Tails should be allowed to say faggot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I guess.
And you know who they're gonna cast?
TOS.
Yeah.
You know who they're gonna cast for Sonic or for Shadow, and it's gonna be like Reddit.
So
but
mad
they'll
at you,
It's gonna be
people,
Charlie
if it's
Day.
delayed. If
Oh,
my
okay,
character's
that would be
delayed.
funny. But I think that they're gonna do Keanu.
No, I think they're gonna do fucking Adam Driver Shadow.
Really?
Dude, people thought that Keanu was gonna play Knuckles. And that was the funniest thing in the world to me.
No.
No, people. I
There
heard
were
not
there were
Idris
like
Elba.
actual
Who's
renditions of
Who's
him
the
as Knuckles.
the actor that plays Aquaman?
Jason
Jason
Momoa.
Momoa.
Okay, I can
Oh yeah,
see
I
it,
heard Momoa
yeah.
as Knuckles, which I would have liked. He would have been a good Knuckles.
I want Wigger Sonic, or I want Wigger Shadow.
God, all right. I just want to say this
Machine
before
Gun
we
Kelly.
move on.
Yeah.
No, fuck you. I've been waiting
Jack-
5 minutes for this. You're gonna shut the fuck up.
Jack Harlow.
I am very excited to see
Jack Harlow Sonic, man.
how
Yeah.
the Sonic movie when they get to Shadow, because they're probably going to cower out, because they probably can't make a Sonic movie where the core plot hinges that around in the 1970s the CIA shot a 10-year-old girl in between the eyes to cover up the fact that Dr. Eggman's grandfather fucking found a cure for AIDS. We probably aren't
Is it
going to get a
actually
movie
what?
about that.
What the
What,
fuck?
what the fuck?
That is
That's
the
actual Sonic lore.
that
That's
is
actual Sonic lore. That's
100%
actual
lore.
Sonic lore.
Yeah,
It would be so sick if it was a straight adaptation of like you mix like the Sonic X arc and like the Sonic Adventure 2 arc, and it's just like the most beautiful thing
you didn't
ever
know
put
that
on film.
Maria Robotnik had fucking AIDS? You didn't know that was an essential plot point?
It sounded like the most deranged thing I've
It
heard in my life.
is! That's why it's great!
Sega the goat. I can't lie.
Yeah,
Alright.
you just realized this is why Sonic is goated because it's
Yeah.
fucking nuts. It's made by a fucking psychopath.
Yeah. Alright. So I had
I
a
think
bunch
that
of
they should. You know what they should do? Is their Stan Lee should be Ken Penders. They should do like Ken Penders.
Oh my
cameos.
god, shut up.
I'm gonna kill you,
Shut the
Cole.
fuck
I'm gonna
up.
fucking kill
Yes.
you.
No,
I-
their Stan Lee. Their Stan Lee should be Jalil White.
You know what? That'd be pretty cool. I would actually. That'd be an okay way to
No,
keep in there.
dude, we need Ken Penders, and he's just like visibly aroused.
Like off with fucking Ken Vendors. Shut
I need,
up.
I need
Please
someone.
fuck
Bozo,
off.
did you know I met him?
Yeah,
What?
it was at Comic
I met-
Con.
He was at Comic Con. He had like one of the bigger booths, which was so funny to me.
That's so sick.
I got an autograph for my homie.
Oh, that's so nice.
Anyway, so now we're just I'm done trying to have themes. So here's some predictions. Oh, this one was released now, but Cole, would you like to read this prediction?
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that.
Bungie will announce they're
Bungie will
reselling
announce
the
that
game.
they're reselling the game they stole from people. You know what I think that they'll actually do?
What?
Instead of doing that, is that they're gonna do like because they haven't quite finished mining Destiny 1 for content yet.
Oh, they're gonna bring
I
back
think they'll-
Destiny 1 maps. Let's go. Let's go.
I think that they'll do that. I think that they'll because they really only did PvP stuff. They haven't put a lot of the PvE locations yet. But I could also definitely seeing them do like, oh, we're doing Mercury or Mars again, but it's like a different location, but it's just the same assets and like a different map.
Remember when Activision, Bungie bought the rights to Destiny from Activision, and people were like, "Oh, I guess the game's gonna be good now, right?" No. They stole the game from you.
Yeah, we don't talk about.
So for context, Destiny 2 was reaching a problem that it was going to be like over 300 gigs. So like, oh shit, what do we do? Well, I guess we could delete the content in the game that people paid $60 for. And yeah.
They had already offered for free, which is funny. Like it's literally they removed half of the game for free players. It's so funny.
Yep.
Like if you're a free to play Destiny player, you have like I think they took out Forsaken, so I think you just have like the I don't know. I don't know.
So Lyd, would you like to read this prediction?
I think that they maybe just have PvP at this point. I don't think that they have PvE for
That's
free players
lame.
anymore.
That's lame.
Other than like maybe the New Light stuff that takes place on Earth, but I don't think that it's like a less than an hour of the game's actual content.
Yeah, that's true. Lyd, would you like to read that prediction?
Elden Ring will feature the super bosses of all three of the original Dark Souls games to show that it's part of the same continuity.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
if they
Not
do
bad.
anything similar, if they do anything that makes it like obvious, like guys, it's literally the same thing. I think maybe there will be, you know how Dark Souls 3 had the Abyss Watchers that were basically like that they were basically Artorias like
Yeah.
followers. I think they could do a similar boss that's like Slave Knight Gale inspired. I think they
Okay.
could do something like that. I don't think they're gonna go full on Dark Souls characters in the game.
I could see them do like a background character from Dark Souls, or even like a character that's only mentioned and not shown
Yep.
in the game to show that it's connected, or a character with a similar
We'll
name,
see.
or even
that
they
game
could
comes
even
out
do
in
the
2 months.
Pokemon route where it's like I'm damn, this place is a shithole, but not like that place in Dark Souls other bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
I can see something like it'd be kind of funny, like you know how like in Dark Souls, like these games have like NPC invaders, right?
Yeah.
It'd be fun to see like regular ass, like normal size Smo and Ornstein
So
coming at you like a tag team kind of thing.
that'd be
Kind of
cool.
weird.
So I'm going to predict, because this is just kind of a random prediction, but I think it's something I could see. So they're going to change the ending of Dead Space 1 so that they can do a new timeline. Dead Space 2
Yeah.
will still have a lot of the big moments with that remake, but they're going to lead up to 3 as a completely different game so we can keep making these and people aren't upset
I
at
hate
us.
that they're remaking this game, dude.
Yeah, I think it's interesting at least that they're getting the Isaac voice actor from 2 and 3 to say stuff in the first one. That'll be at least a little
Is he
interesting.
back? Really?
Yeah, he's back.
Oh wow! I mean, that's cool. I mean, he was a really good actor in 2. He was really good.
All right. Saints Row Reboot will include a superhero mode as a side quest for the people who want that, if they exist.
Probably.
I don't think anyone wants that.
I don't know if they do, but I
As
don't.
much as I enjoy the superpowers, like completely devoid of context, I hope that they never come back to that.
Well, listen, the
fucking
superpowers were fun until you realized, oh wait, there's nothing I can do with it.
Yeah. You can use them to kill one specific type of enemy and then like kind of fuck up the overworld in one unique way, but like not really.
Yep.
Yeah. I
All
fucking
right.
hate that game. I hate Saints Row 4 is such a weird game because it was a game that I was having so much fun with when I was first playing it, and then literally the second it ended, the second the credits came up, I realized I hated it.
Like you realize it's like, oh, I didn't like this at all. Huh.
Like I literally felt like I got date raped. Because it was like I just like afterwards I was just like you like it's just I don't know, it's just how it feels.
Yep.
I feel like someone put me under and then did things to me.
All right. Google will announce they're pulling the Stadia plugs right before it's the end of the quarter, so they don't have to code and explain Stadia. They're just gonna fucking kill it. It's dying this year. You should have died
It's
last
so funny
year.
that that's the only way that you can play Cyberpunk in like a working way.
That's great. Rip to any devs that tried to go Stadia exclusive even temporarily, but yeah, no. Fuck Stadia.
Was it the only like Stadia exclusive game called like it was called like fucking like Gribbles of the Overworld or something. It was
like
so
that.
stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, no. I think the Steam Deck will do well, and they will also tease Citadel, which is so Citadel is a thing that because I listen to Valve News Network a lot, probably shouldn't, but they've been talking a lot. There's been a lot of source code leaks and stuff for it. It's like a weird Valve crossover game that's like part first-person shooter, part tower defense MOBA. It's weird. It's a weird thing that I have to see it.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It is, yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I guess it's not. But
It's
yeah,
not,
I
no.
think my opinion on the Steam Deck is it seems cool, but I'm very glad that people are buying it and testing it for me, because the second revision, if they make one, is probably going to be better.
Yeah.
Here's hoping they don't just
It's
drop
also
it
like-
because Valve can't do anything right.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be like every single piece of Valve peripheral where they'll do like one minor revision to it, like they'll stop it from exploding or whatever, and then nothing else.
I feel like
Wow.
there's at least more demand for this than they've done in a while, but still, let's see.
Yeah. The only thing that even comes close is the index, and even then, I only think.
I
they
think
did,
this
like,
has
one
more market
small
appeal
revision
than the
to
index.
It
Really?
helps that it
The
costs.
index-
It helps that it costs less than half as much as an index.
That is correct. People want
how
people
much
want to
is
play
it?
portable games, powerful portable games, and this is the
I think
best.
it starts at like 400
Half-Life
or
3 already
something.
came out, Lydia.
What is
Lydia said Half-Life 3 is coming 2022. Half-Life 3 already came out.
Yeah.
all right.
Waiting for Half-Life 4.
So after
Yeah.
Fighters, the hypest fighting games of all time, Arc System Works is going to make a My Hero game as the follow-up.
Yeah, probably.
I can see that happen. Yeah, I can see that happen.
My big hope, my crazy hope is Godzilla, but my more grounded, like, maybe it could happen would be like One Piece, but we'll see.
I just found
Dude,
out that the DNF
Marvel
game is
X-
made by the Marvel people.
Dude, Marvel X My Hero Academia. Think about it.
That would at
I
least be
want to see.
better.
I want to see Spider-Man fucking cuck that little kid or whatever the fuck is like the main character's name is. I don't know. I don't know his name. I don't know any other names.
All right, yeah.
Nah, dude, they're gonna make Jump Force 2 finally.
Oh,
Jump
Game of the
again.
year.
no.
Jump again.
Jump again.
They would that would absolutely.
That game
be the
died, by
whole-
the way. That game just died. Good fucking riddance.
I mean, it never lived to begin with.
That's true. That's true. So Ubisoft is going to release reveal their open world Splinter Cell game. It's going to be open world, and it's just going to say 2023. I feel like considering how we know how the NFT stuff is doing, it won't be in there because they put it in like I think Ghost Recon Wildlands or one of the ones that just bombed.
No, it was Breakpoint.
Breakpoint, yeah, that one fucking bombed. That one bombed so
Well,
hard they had to delay
that's
all
why
of
they
their...
put it in Breakpoint because Breakpoint bombed.
They
They
put-
didn't want to get any time.
They also put it in Rainbow Six, right?
Did they? I think they put it in a different game, not Siege. I don't think they...
Or did they put it in like the one where you're like killing BLM supporters or whatever?
Oh my god!
No, that's a
Destiny-
real video
Destiny?
game. That was a
Destiny 1 or
mobile
2.
game, though.
I think
but
it's,
yeah.
not Destiny, sorry.
No,
No,
that was
Division.
the mobile
Sorry.
one. Yeah, he's right. It was
No.
the mobile game.
It was I remember when that game came back. Like the
That
walk
was
back
so-
on that was like immediate. It was,
was
so
so
fucking
funny.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it, but it was like some mobile. It was like a new Tom Clancy IP. Yeah, new Tom
So-
Clancy. And literally, the game was literally just shooting Black Lives Matter protesters.
Yeah.
Like that was it.
So, Skull...
Do y'all
It was the
remember?
whole game.
Do y'all remember Rainbow Six Patriots?
Yes,
No.
I actually wish that got made.
Did you know that
That
the
would've been
guy
cool.
who was directing it was the guy who did the I have no mouth, I must scream adventure
Oh.
game?
Really? That's
No,
interesting.
that game sounded so fucking sick because it was literally just like the most like black pilling anti-U.S. government
Yeah,
like it was basically just you play as these terrible people doing terrible things.
I still have the original Game Informer it's literally right next to me
Oh, shit.
about the Patriots and it was supposed to be you play as the Patriot Siege and also the this weird Occupy Wall Street terrorist group pretty much.
Oh, that's cool.
It's not funny.
Yeah,
that
and like
US
the one
Ubisoft
demo
is,
for the game that
thrown
was
away.
released was,
So... Did
the
anyone...
one demo that was
Oh, sorry, you
the
go.
one demo that was released for the game for Rainbow Six or not demo but the one trailer was there's a shootout on a bridge a Brooklyn
Yeah.
bridge and it's fucking
Yeah.
brutal because there's just civilians getting hit and shit. It's the most just
Mhm.
dark disgusting thing, and it ends, if I remember correctly, it ends with the Patriots put a bomb on a civilian
Yeah.
and Rainbow the Rainbow Squad can't defuse it, so they just push the guy
They
over the
kicked
bridge.
him off the bridge. Yeah.
Yeah, they kick him off. They kick the civilian over the bridge. It's almost just black killing shit.
So,
The whole thing's super funny.
do you guys know what came out about Skull and Bones this year?
Oh, I remember that game. That game was. What happened about that game?
Well, it turns out this game got delayed, got literally remade from the ground up 5 different times, and the reason they haven't canceled it is because they legally promised the Malaysian government a new IP for them using their developers. And
That's so funny.
so they're just gonna fucking announce it. They're gonna show it, and they're just gonna shove it out there. They're just gonna fucking so they can say it. Also, it came out around the same time that Ubisoft was doing racism against their Asian employees, promoting white
Jesus.
employers specifically above that. It came out right as the first wave of Activision rape stuff came out, so that's why it went under the rug. But yeah, let's keep moving. All right. Hollow Knight Silk Song is gonna come out. They're gonna put it for a Halloween release date. I don't know why, but that feels right to me. And then it's gonna get delayed again, but it's gonna come out in 2023.
Yeah.
I want that game.
Halloween.
Fall Guys servers are gonna shut off.
No, that game I think
What
is
is
still
that gonna
doing
happen?
well, unfortunately.
Bog Eye is gonna fall off.
No, there's no way it's doing well.
It's not doing great, but it's doing okay. They're on season 6, I think. And
There's
still getting
people are
big
still-
tie-in
People
stuff.
still playing that game. Don't ask me why I know that.
They like their eggs. I don't know. So Vampire and the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 will continue to be Weekend at Bernie'd for the rest of the year, where they're just
Pretty
gonna
much,
where Paradox is just gonna be like, don't worry guys, it's still coming out. I think they're going to try and scramble, find a dev to just make what they can, but I don't know.
It's gonna be Spider Entertainment.
Yeah, no. And did you see that this year they announced, hey, you're gonna get to play a Vampire the Masquerade Battle Royale game, because that's
Yeah, I
what
remember
people
that,
want.
Shit was weird too.
My favorite.
I've heard good things about it too. Actually, I've heard people find it fun.
I know, but it's just like, I just got a
Well,
bad taste
Like,
in my
no,
mouth.
it's so just like weird.
Yep. Techland is going to announce, Call of Juarez 5. That's what that's supposed to be. But during a presentation during this Gamescom.
Do you remember the
Cartel
race
2.
to Juarez game?
Yes,
Cartel,
they
yeah.
did. That was the cartel.
The cartel. Yeah, that game, dude. We
That's
got
probably
high
the
on.
most
You know
racist
what?
game ever
I
made,
really
probably.
like Gunslinger, so I'll probably stream all the Carl of Gartes games at some point. That game's gonna be interesting because it's like,
No, you know what the funny thing about Cartel is? It's the only one that they haven't ported to PC.
no, they haven't lion streaming that game then.
No, they never did because I think because of the blowback, it was like, all right.
I didn't know
Let's,
that.
Aside from like Bioshock Infinite, that might be like one of the most racist like AA or AAA games I've
Yeah,
ever
and
seen in my life.
at least people didn't fucking pretend that game wasn't racist for 2 years and then come back and be like,
Yeah.
I always thought it was racist.
Wait, what game?
Never played
Bioshock
it.
Infinite. Because people,
Oh, yeah.
because critics
That
loved it
game's-
at the time, and then they were like, I don't know, I didn't like that game.
Lydia, I'm sorry. Lydia, I'm sorry. I'm not saying anything, Lydia. Please don't beat my ass for this. I'm not
Oh,
saying-
she loves Infinite, doesn't she?
She loves Infinite, and I'm not saying anything.
No,
Like, I don't-
I'm with you. I'm with you, Jaina. I thought that the Call of Juarez games were like fucking like Call of Duty.
Yeah,
meets
no.
Red Dead or something.
No, they
Gunslinger
are
was great.
cowboy games, but then they were like, what if you were a cowboy in the modern day? I think what's the name of the guy who got fucking beat to death on the side of the road in LA? And Rodney King. I think you literally
Jesus.
do a Rodney King thing in that game. It's insane.
That's insane.
Well, there is a mission where you shoot a bunch of like black guys in Compton, and if you kill all of them, you get a achievement that's called Bad.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Techland is a Polish company. I just want to throw that out on the record.
Also, yeah, Rodney King didn't die. He was just beaten quite brutally.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 11 will be. This is specifically because I think they're going to do I think
They're
the
already
ending
in
of
Mortal Kombat 11?
11's DLC teases that
Yeah.
they're gonna do another reboot. So they're gonna trick you in thinking of that, but then they're gonna be like, fooled you. It's actually not a reboot this time.
Wait, you mean 12?
Or-
12. Yes. Sorry. 12.
I think that
Yeah.
they're gonna do another Injustice game first.
Heard there were
I
like
think they're
rumors
done with
they're
it.
making
I
a
think they're
Marvel
done with it,
versus like DC thing, or like remember that? They had like a Marvel versus something kind of game, apparently.
Oh yeah, there were rumors of that, but I haven't heard anything from that, so I feel like
Probably not
MK12 is
real.
further on. I think Dead Island 2 is going to come out, so I don't know if you've been following. Dead Island 2 has switched
I have.
developers 3 times. It's so funny.
I love.
Yeah.
I fucking am so hyped for when that shitty fucking stupid game comes out.
Yeah,
That's
no.
the thing about
we
that's the
won't,
thing
like-
about Dead Island and Dying Light is Cole. Earlier you said like Dying Light was the most 2014 ass game possible, and you're completely right. But the funny thing is Dying Light 2 is trying to modernize itself. But Dead Island 2, every time someone from like whatever like talks about it, like I forgot who made it, but whenever they talk about it,
Techland.
they still sound like they're in 2014. Like I think the last interview was in 2020, and the guy said, "Don't worry, we're not forgetting. We're gonna make sure that modern gamers have a badass."
Oh, it's
zombie
Deep
game."
Silver now, I think. Because
The
Well, they were the publisher, but they
I
never
don't
like
know
yeah.
who-
Deep Silver was the
They're-
publisher.
I'm gonna look it up. I want to look up who.
Remember when Deep
original,
Silver did a 4chan AMA?
No, I think that
Or
was
not
that was
4chan
THQ
AMA,
Nordic. I
An
think.
Reddit
8chan.
AMA?
They were on like an 8chan.
I think that was
What
the
THQ
fuck?
Nordic.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it
remember
was either
that.
them or THQ Nordic or something.
It was THQ
I-
Nordic.
I think it wasn't originally the original developers of Dead Island 2, Jaeger, the guys who made Spec Ops.
Yeah. Oh, it's yeah, it was originally that, but now it's now it is Dam Buster Studios.
Hey, You know what
Made
Dam Buster made?
Homefront the Revolution.
They made Chorves.
Chorves? What the fuck is that?
That's not real. Shut up with your fucking game
Chorus.
that you're like a South
Yeah,
Park.
it's a game
but
called
it's spelled-
Chorus, but they
The
spelled
way
it.
that it's stylized.
Yeah,
This
no.
is me and Andy's inside joke.
Yeah, let me show you the poster and on Wikipedia. Tell me that does not fucking say chores.
Oh my god, chorves.
That does say four.
No, that's chores.
Who the fuck is that? Does it look like a person, like an actual human being?
I don't fucking know.
Sorry, stream, but you can't see this.
Yeah.
Fuda died in Dash 2, September 2022. Don't say that. Don't even put that in. Don't put that energy into the universe, man.
Me and fuck 2022,
Damn,
let's go.
They put Cobra Kai in Fortnite. Insane.
Shut up.
All right. The open world Harry Potter RPG will have a quirky non-binary character. I say non-binary so they can just make her like a normal girl in regions where that's not okay. With Life is Strange-esque dialogue to try and get people to stop yelling at them for rolling.
That's a tasty
Yeah.
spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was canceled though, right?
No, I think
No.
it was delayed. It was delayed. I
It
remember.
was, it was delayed. It was supposed to be, I think, September or something.
Yeah, and it's next year now. But yeah, no, there's gonna be a quirky girl, a quirky non-binary person showing up.
It's gonna be Ty.
Oh no, Ty's
Oh
too
my
mean.
God.
Don't you ever fucking say that again, Cole. Don't you ever.
She's gonna hear that, and I'm gonna get like my own severed head in the mail.
Good. Anyway, I think we're gonna see that Wonder Woman game next year, and it's gonna have like a level as the gameplay presentation where she goes through and fights like a bunch of Ares' henchmen, and then ultimately a boss fight with him.
They're making a Wonder Woman game.
Yeah, they announced it.
Yeah,
in the Game Awards.
I got super stoked.
My opinion on it is I will be excited when I see something from the game in it. That's where I'm at.
Oh,
Right
shut
Yeah.
up, loser.
now. All right.
I hope that they go with like the classic George Perez Ares and not that fucking awful movie design.
Or the Injustice
Oh,
design.
yeah, he looks like a fucking like a Pixar character with this old ass man head.
Yeah. Oh my god, what a shitty movie.
Okay. I think Bobby Kotick is going to be gone from, like, he's going to be
No.
stepped down as actor, but he'll still be, like, talking in all the manager's ears like he's fucking Borward's ears. And, like, it's still going to be like, hey, maybe don't do a union. Maybe please don't do a union. It's so fucked.
Nah,
They got,
dude,
like...
he's on the flight logs. They're just gonna like every single person who wanted to do a union is just gonna wind up with that, like, you know, in their car they've stabbed themselves in the back of the head 9 times.
That is a possibility, but we'll see. We'll see.
I can see that actually, Venthaven. I can actually see that being a thing.
What have been?
I don't think that's that. I think they're probably gonna make more of a Devil May Cry.
I
That's how
hope
I
so.
feel.
I also I will at least say about the Wonder Woman thing, even if I'm not super hyped about it right now. Thank God they're not doing Shadow of Mordor 3. The Wonder Woman is so much better for them than that.
She's
Yeah.
also
But
what
cooler.
about
Wonder Woman's
Fear
fuck-
4?
She's fucking Wonder Woman's just a barbarian, man. She's fucking brutal.
Yeah.
I think that on the topic of DC, I think that the Suicide Squad game is gonna flop.
Totally.
But I think that weirdly enough, I think that Gotham Knights will actually do good because it'll be an actual good game.
We'll see.
Well, Gotham Knights looks like a really fun game, right? Like
yeah,
it looks like
it would be.
Do you remember when in 2013 when DC put out a game that's like, here you go, you can play as a bunch of guys who aren't Batman and the Joker in a multiplayer thing.
Yeah,
That was the weirdest game.
I think it like technically takes place in the Arkham universe or some shit.
That's fucking hilarious.
Wait, what game?
Gotham City Imposters.
Oh my!
That was weird.
I know because I played the other DC MMO, the Sony one,
Yeah,
and
online.
they would do like a bunch of cross promotion.
That's gay as shit.
Which not, yeah, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to. I'm sorry, I don't want to play a shittier like Borderlands Batman or whatever.
Yeah, no, that's a. So I think Rockstar's gonna put out a trailer. Remember when the original Elder Scrolls 6 trailer where it's like the logo over mountains? It's gonna be the logo over city instead.
That would be so
thought that was
fucking funny.
trailer.
While like a health
be
song
logo.
plays.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, do you think it's gonna be Argonian themed, like everyone was saying it was?
Like it's gonna be one.
Like Argonian theme, like where you go to the Argonian.
In Grand Theft Auto?
I thought it was
Oh
gonna.
no, in Elder Scrolls.
I thought it was gonna be Redguard.
That would be funny because Redguard is so. It would be really funny if they tried to like make like a woke Elder Scrolls game
God.
starring the Redguards, because the Redguards are like they're everything that people say about orcs, but like it's actually true.
All right.
Where it's like, this is the most racist fantasy character I could design.
So,
is the Redguard.
Lid, I'm gonna need you to read this next one.
Oh no. The Intellivision Amico will release Q4 2022 in an attempt to avoid lawsuits from investors and the Bavarian government.
So I'm assuming there are multiple people in this call who have no fucking idea what the Intellivision Amico is.
I do.
And you are so much better for it.
So
Leave while you can.
So the Intellivision Amico is a console that was dreamed up by Tommy Tallarico,
Yep.
game composer.
Classic man. Classic man.
He this came out was announced in 2018 after the SNES and NES Classic Edition came out. It's like, we're gonna make a family friendly console with games that are super cheap and like mobile quality stuff. It's $250. It fucking the controllers look like iPods. They're all bad mobile games you could play on your TV. The Bavarian government connection is that they got a bunch of tax money from developers from that part of Germany to fucking get developers to make games for the console. It's not going great. The head of the company, Tommy, he's been very active. He's been calling people who don't like the console or critical of it gaming racists. It's an insane thing that's been going on, and I look forward to seeing it crash into a wall next year. Anyway, it's time for Nintendo time.
Honestly, funniest outcome is that does better than the Steam Deck.
There's no way that's gonna happen.
Oh.
It's not gonna happen, but like that would be incredible.
Would be
I think
funny.
that would be a funny little twist of fate.
Yeah. So let's start off.
Nintendo won. No way, dude. It's confirmed.
I was originally gonna do this at the end, but then I realized, I can't talk about other predictions if I don't lay out what I think the Switch Pro is gonna be. So, the Switch Pro is not real because they're actually going to release the sequel to the Switch in March 3rd, 2022. It's gonna be $400, and all of the other models afterwards are gonna get $50 drops. But that's only for America. Other currencies,
Maybe.
I don't think so. I think it's too early.
That's what I've been following leaks and rumors, and it seems very possible. But they're also going to do cross-platform shit, but we'll get into that in a little bit.
And maybe if they do cross-platform, it'll be
so
doable.
back compat is going to get handled because it came out recently in the article that also talked about how it's probably going to be the Switch, that they don't have a development layer to just automatically port Switch games to other hardware because it was made with fucked up NVIDIA drivers to make the games run as well as they do on Switch. So I think, but I don't think they're going to just straight up do no backwards compat. I think they're going to do it how the Xbox One did it, where it's like, here's like 25 games, and then like 10 games every few weeks from the Switch, and you'll get like half the library, and some of it will run better at least.
I really wouldn't put it past Nintendo to just straight up do no.
Oh yeah, it'd be
compat.
so funny if Nintendo were the only one doing fucking nothing. The only one now that both Sony and Microsoft.
No, I could see them. I could see Switch 2. I don't know. I could see them fucking up big and like announcing the Switch 2 early or announcing like nothing and then also doing
'Cause
like next to no first party games other than like maybe teasing
I'm
a new Mario game and then teasing more Breath of the
I'm
Wild.
assuming the Switch 2 will come out in March 2023, which is 6 years after launch, which I think is enough time. It's not. It surely should have lasted for longer, but 6 years I think is enough for a console to. Okay, it's fine.
Hold on, wait, Cole. Can I DM
Maybe.
you? Cole, I gotta DM you something. Hold
Oh no.
Yeah, hit me. Is it the N word?
on. It's something similar.
I also think that they're going to.
I think you're gonna really like this.
Is it on Twitter or Discord?
I DM'd on Discord.
Okay, cool. Oh hell, those are my lawyers.
This is not, it looks like a music player from 2005. It so does. What is this? Oh no. Oh no. All right. So.
It's racism. Don't worry.
Okay. So I think yeah, we're gonna see multi-platforms for the first 2 or 3 years for most, but there will probably be some exceptions. Finally, I think in a random social media post they'll announce that they're doing a Nintendo Selects Mine, which is their discount games, which means some of their stuff is finally gonna drop in price to $20. I hope so. I'm open to being wrong on this one.
Fingers crossed.
Yep.
I think that what they should do is they should port the Wii Sports game, or just the Wii line in general, like the Wii.
Well, I hope they do that. Or just Ring Fit too. I'd like that as well. That'd also be nice.
I want to play Wii Sports in 4K.
I think Pokemon Legends Arceus will be the sole mainline Pokemon game this year. I'm gonna be hopeful they're not gonna do 2, but it will receive like 2 packs of DLC, one in the fall and one in winter.
Do you think they'll do another Snap?
They just did one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no, I think if they do one, it's not for 5 years.
I could see them maybe doing another Let's Go game.
But I could see that too, but I think it's more likely 2023 if that's gonna happen. I could see that doing that as the last like Gen 8 game. However, the next, because they've been making a big like not AAA, but they've been making a bigger single player focused spin-off once a year for the past couple of years. I think this year it's gonna be Pokemon Conquest 2. I think that's where I'm.
That would be absolutely insane.
Because the thing is, Conquest came out at a really bad time, which was like late 2011, 2012 for Nintendo. And the reason that's right before Fire Emblem had its big explosion with Awakening. So I feel like if you try it again, it's going to do well. Plus, Legends Arceus already has the whole feudal Japanese aesthetic going on, so Conquest would translate. Also, it's very cool that
It would be incredibly funny if they did do it just to like asset flip or whatever.
Yeah.
I want another Pokemon Ranger game. That's where I'm at.
That's also a possibility, but I'm leaning against it a little bit, but we'll see. I'm predicting that because every Kirby game for a while you've been able to play as DDD and Meta Knight. I don't think because it's 3D you're not going to let you do that in the base game. They might let you do it in DLC, but you'll still be able to have them as boss fights.
Maybe.
I also think we're going to
wonder.
get a 30th anniversary Game & Watch for Kirby. It's going to have Dreamland 1 and 2 and Adventure built in, and that's going to be pretty cool. I don't know which Game & Watch game. Don't ask.
I think that it won't have Kirby's Adventure.
That's possible, but I think the reason why I think it will is because Link's Awakening was on the Zelda one.
That's the thing is, because they went with the black and white version of Link's Awakening, that has me like, oh, Nintendo's gonna find ways to be deliberately disappointing with these things.
Okay, fair enough.
This isn't related, but in another weird prediction, I think Nintendo will finally relent and let Epic Games use their characters in Fortnite.
We'll see. That's possible. They've already shut them
Mario
down
and
before.
Fortnite would be so cool. Actually, I will say this. You know who I want the most in Fortnite? I want Peter Griffin. I so badly want Peter Griffin.
That'd be so cool. Hey,
They've
Lois,
apparently,
remember
according
that
to
time
like
was in
release
Fortnite?
documents, they have wanted Samus like since the beginning.
Yep.
In Fortnite, but Nintendo won't. They will let them use it, but they won't let them use it outside of.
Yeah, it's got to
like,
be a
if
Switch
they made
exclusive
a skin,
character, which you ain't
the
get.
only caveat is that they can't. The skin wouldn't be accessible outside of the Nintendo Switch.
Yep, and that Fortnite's not
Which
willing to do
is
that,
yeah,
which is understandable from
which
Nintendo, but you know.
yeah.
No, I don't think it's understandable. I think it's kind of gay.
I mean, it is gay, but it's
I-
like
I
it
could
makes sense for them to do. Is what
I
I'm
could see them relenting. I could see them like I
Oh,
could see
them
Nintendo
relenting
of
makes sense. This
America.
isn't a crazy thing for Nintendo. I just think it's like shitty.
All right, I think
I could see Doug Bowser or whoever like sending all those old head Japanese. I almost said the N word. Old head Japanese people like a death threat of like they just a death threat attached to like how much monthly revenue
okay,
Fortnite takes it.
you say that, but I remember hearing a story, and Lid's gonna know this story. I forget what the context was, but a guy was giving a presentation in Nintendo Japan, and he was talking about their online structure in comparison to Xbox Live and PSN.
Yeah.
And the guy had to take that guy aside and say, "Look, they don't know what that is. That's how dark it is over there. That's how fucking black."
Goddamn.
Yeah, it's bad. That might have been like a decade ago, so maybe things are better. I doubt it.
Yeah, that was a
Also,
while
that's supposed
ago.
to say 2022, and I think we're gonna get like proper like Kirby and Splatoon exist in the same universe.
Splatoon takes place in the real universe.
Okay.
After the Earth has flooded from global warming.
That's true.
And then it freezes over, and you get Shiver Star. That's how the series is gonna end. It's like dinosaurs.
Splatoon was dinosaurs all along.
Yep.
Splatoon 3 Squid Game.
Okay.
Squid Games.
So I think Bayonetta 3
Oh my
is
god!
gonna
Nintendo 3!
I think Bayonetta 3 is gonna come out sometime near the end of the year, and I think it'll review well, and everyone will be happy with Platinum again.
Do you think it would be funniest outcome for Bayonetta is if they make it a Switch exclusive?
Oh, I think it is 100%.
You think it will be? I think
100.
they might do it
2
on-
was what?
on PS5.
No, I think they're gonna make it a Switch.
No, because they're
exclusive.
publishing it, so it's a Switch
Bayonetta
exclusive.
2
Oh,
hasn't
shit.
come out on anything else.
Yeah, no, that game is like Bayonetta 3 is a Switch exclusive.
Okay, funniest possible outcome confirmed.
Yeah, no, yeah. Do you think Astral Chain will come to anything else, Lid?
No, probably not. But not as like a.
Immediate,
Nintendo.
no.
I don't think Astral Chain will come out on anything else because it's not high profile enough for anyone to want it. On
So
anything.
here's my
I
counter.
don't think
Here's my
it sold
counter
well
argument.
enough.
Here's my counter argument. Sonic Lost World came out on PC.
Yeah, it's Sonic.
I guess that's true.
Ooh.
Like,
Ooh.
All right. I think we're gonna
on
get
his own stream too. On his own stream. Ooh.
I hate you.
Yikes.
I think we're.
You might want to end
Babylon Sprawl, a Rastafarian game. Hell yeah, dude.
I think.
Honestly, I would love like a voodoo horror video game. I was watching Miami Vice, and there's this one episode where they're like fucking up these like Haitian voodoo gang, and I'm like, damn, I want a video game where I'm just like
Dude,
doing.
voodoo scares the shit out of me because I'm from South Florida where like there's a lot of Haitian immigrants, a lot of Cuban immigrants.
Yeah.
I literally am Cuban myself. That shit freaks me out.
Oh really?
That shit
Shout
actually
out.
fucking scares me.
Shout out to
What?
Shout out to.
It's so
You said you're
cool.
Cuban?
Yeah, I'm
Shut
Cuban.
up.
Oh, you're Cuban too, brother? Come over here.
I'm not Cuban. I'm just Hispanic, Latino. Yeah.
Ah.
All right.
Whatever.
So, Donkey Kong is the biggest IP Nintendo hasn't done anything with in a while, and there was a rumor, but it ended up not being up at E3. But I'm still gonna be optimistic and say we're gonna get a new Donkey Kong game announced this year. It's coming out in 2020.
Nah, dude, you're getting Frozen Country too.
I'll take that. I'll take Tropical Freeze.
Frozen
too.
Country? Is that real?
Tropical Freeze.
Yeah, that wasn't that like yeah, tropical. I remember that game came out when I was working at Best Buy, and like even though it looked kind of interesting, like no one bought it.
Well, it was a good game, but it was a Wii U game that came out in early 2014, so that's why.
Yeah.
It was.
Didn't they port it to Switch?
Yeah, and it sold all right.
with a
It
new
sold-
funky mode.
and then $10 more
Yeah.
because they forgot.
Was it like really hard for people or something? Was it like
Oh yeah, it's a hard
was it
ass
like the-
game. Sorry, what were you
Good
saying?
night, Jaden.
I think we're getting Minecraft 2.
Maybe.
Finally.
All right.
People say that every year. We never get Minecraft 2. I want Minecraft 2 so bad.
Lid, I think the rumors. Well, because one of the voice actors literally said the game's coming out, so I think they're gonna do what they did with 2, where they released it super early, and then here you go in spring, in December, as Nintendo's last thing of the year.
Perhaps.
Breath of the Wild 2 is still gonna have the degradation system that everyone bitched about, but they're gonna have.
I like the degradation system.
Well, I know, but a lot of people bitched about it.
I know. I don't know why, because it was like there's so
'Cause
many
it
cool
sucked.
ass weapons in the games. No, dude, it
And
was
none of them matter because they all just break.
exactly. It forces you to be on your toes constantly.
I don't like that. I like to just play a game.
I mean, I think a nice happy medium is it's a toggleable setting that's on by default.
That would be nice.
or just like the game already has like timed buffs and stuff. It's like
I
like
wouldn't
it's
mind
just
it if it
gay.
was like it'd be. I couldn't see it working if it was actually a mechanic they focus on, like weapon maintenance was like a thing in the game. But
That would
as
be
far as
nice.
I know,
But
as far as I know, the first one was not that right.
One
It
of-
just breaks, right?
One of the other
Yes.
complaints that I heard, besides the degradation, is that people felt like the shrine temples were not satisfying enough for traditional Zelda dungeons. So they're going to do that, and how it's going to work is you're going to enter them normally, and they're going to like seal all your equipment away. You get it back whenever you leave the dungeon, but you're going to seal all your equipment away, and you have to like just play through the dungeon with what they give you.
Oh, you think that they're basically just gonna do a bunch of Eventide islands?
Yes, because people also really liked that.
I could
That would
see
be
that.
interesting.
That'd be cool. Anyway, final
I like
slide.
the weapon degradation.
Final
system
slide,
'cause it let
guys.
me-
We did it. We
It
did
let
it.
me go be nice fucking schemy ass bitch. I would love plotting. Like, all right, I got this lightning wand. I'm gonna go do some hate crimes on some water people.
All right. So here's my Metroid prediction. They're not doing the trilogy. We're just gonna get a Prime 1 remaster. Although we will get 2 and 3 at some point, I think.
Oh yeah.
I hope so, anyway. Prime 4 is going to get gameplay reveal, but it's not happening until 2023. I got this fucked up. I'm sorry. It was supposed to say 2023.
Honestly, I think 2024 is more realistic.
You might be right.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, by the end of this year, it will have been 4 years, which I think is enough for 2023. Like, I can, like, 4 years is enough time for 2019.
I could see them to tide people over doing like a Metroid Dread DLC or something.
Yeah, we'll see that. Hopefully. Mario Odyssey 2 is going to be teased, but it's not. But it's next year's holiday title.
Okay, yeah. I
And
can see
final
that.
prediction. So here's the thing. I have been very skeptical of anyone who thinks Mario Kart 9 is going to be a Switch game because people have been like, we need a new Mario Kart. And maybe you do, but the thing is, Nintendo only ever releases Mario Karts in the first half of the system life so they can get money off the whole time. But I think as a launch title for the next Switch, that also might be on the original, that would make a lot of sense.
Can I just say, Mario Kart 8 is definitely still the #1 selling game on the eShop right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Why would
Yeah,
they make
'cause it's-
another one?
Well, they'll make another
Yeah,
one because they're making a new console.
I don't know. I still don't buy that they're switching.
They're not going to make one for the Switch itself, but they will make one for the successor to the Switch. And also, it's going to be a Super Smash Kart, like everyone else predicted it would be, because that's what Mario Kart 9 should be.
What's Super Smash Kart? What is this?
Just Mario Kart with other Nintendo.
Yeah, but they're still going to keep the Mario Kart.
Because they've kind of already done that with.
But it was only
the Zelda,
in the DLC.
They've had the Splatoon.
So now they need like the full game where it's like every track has at least one, every cup has at least one Mario Kart thing or non-Mario thing in it, which would be cool. Anyway, that's it. That's what happens. That's what's gonna happen in 2022. You saw it all.
It's true.
I predicted all of it.
We have looked into the future.
Thank you, everyone, for joining me on this journey. This was a lot of fun. I think this came out kind of well. I'm if I am still streaming, which hopefully I will still be, this time next year, we will go over and we will laugh at how wrong I was. But until then,
Dude, I'm
Until
gonna
then,
I'm gonna
until then,
dox
if he
you.
gets, until then, I hope you guys remember, if he saves us as a VOD, write down every prediction he makes, and when it is wrong in real time, harass him on Twitter.
Bozo, I'm gonna
When
do you one better. I'm gonna upload this on YouTube so you can just send me the timestamp of when I was wrong.
Yeah, exactly, and make fun of him. Send his IP address, by the way.
Don't fucking do
Alright.
that.
And
Anyway,
if they don't announce the Switch 2, I'm doxing.
but anyway, do
I
you
don't
guys
even have docs on it, but I'm gonna
do you
make something
guys
up.
do you guys have
If
anything?
hold
you
on,
wanna
I just want to play something right now. If they don't release the Switch 2, Andy will play Just Dance on stream with webcam. That is a bet that he's willing to make.
That is not a
To play
bet.
Honey Pop.
If I could, I would. Here's what else for you, Cole. But I actually, can I stream that game?
I think that's a
Yeah,
good way
yeah.
to get banned.
Okay.
No, there is a censored version. There's like a streamer
Okay, I'll
mode
play
for
this.
the game.
I'll play the stream safe version. There we go.
I know because I have unfortunately 100% that game like 3 times.
I've heard it's a competent
It's a
puzzle
good
game.
puzzle game. It's a good puzzle game.
It's legitimately like one of the best match 4 games on PC, and also if you wanted to, you can beat off to it.
I honestly don't even think any of the girls are sexy. I just like the puzzles.
All right. But yeah, thank you to everyone who showed up. Do you guys have any final predictions you want to give out?
Forever remake. No, it's not gonna happen ever.
What did you say, remake?
This is a prediction. I'm just hyped as fuck to play in the black rabies suit in Spider-Man 2. That's it.
Okay.
I was hyped.
So sick.
That would be so fucking sick.
I wonder if they'll bring back the old suits. I could see them not doing that.
I think they will. I think they'll bring. I think because I mean, like, they kind of knocked it out of the park with the suits in the first one. Like those were pretty much every Spider-Man suit someone would want. And so to not include them would be kind of insane. Because do you remember like they made their own suits for the games and they sucked balls. Like the Insomniac suits sucked.
I liked some of it. I don't like the main Insomniac suit, but I like the weird like Velocity suit. And I like the Black Cat suit that you get for doing.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, the Black Cat suit's awesome.
It was a nice little, and I hope that they like, because they've like included like the only suits that are canon are like the ones that you like get in the cutscenes or whatever. It would be nice to, if like the Black Cat suit like shows up, like that becomes like the cloth, like they do a cloth symbiote suit or whatever. That would be a nice little callback. Isn't Craven gonna be in that game?
Dude, that would be so sick.
Hold on, I think they like.
Yeah, he is.
That.
Craven is in that game.
I know they confirmed Mysterio's gonna be in it.
No, they confirmed Craven. I think Craven was doing the narration for the trailer too.
He was.
Spider-Man.
It's the narration.
Yes.
Yep.
It's Craven and Ooh. I hope they do Craven, Mysterio, and like Chameleon would be a nice little
I'm telling you, man. Like because I was talking to somebody about this. I fucking hate I hate the stupid like drone Mysterio and fucking Far From Home. That like sucked balls to me.
Yeah,
I think it's way.
it was pretty bad.
I think it's way cooler just to have like a classic magician Mysterio. That's actually fun.
All right.
Yeah, Mysterio being like a film bro was kind of sick.
I'm gonna
in the fucking comics or whatever.
I'm gonna
Yeah, but
these motherfuckers are gonna talk about Spider-Man forever, so I'm gonna end the stream now so they can continue to talk about Spider-Man.
He saw Godzilla with Peter Parker.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Bye, Lid. Thank you for doing this with me.
See ya.